And you said the piano, you bet na a tree. Na ya he amanya makuyi pan the amount. And the sound of the piano, it's me edidra. Na ya make sure say ye di Ghana home komo. In komona ye di no ye di edi amount. Snebe ya also so no bit me hu nia eye. Na se suban bi and also so umu and as enye na emwa emma impuntu emma ye mine mu a also so be he na wasesa edi free home. Intene so ya sans what na say ene ya wada 28 May. And yatena say ewo fache Daybreak morning show and meet nemu edi ama offer Kojo Marfo bidi edi Kofi Frimpong dodo na no esan so efrem Big Brother G the Maestro many efia tumu akechiri ene no yedi dwumadi na kama ewo fache TV studios hanom na ene no enkomo no edoso pa yede ebibremu nkomo no ebetimi abrow the African proverb no ebetimi the abrow efia tumu akechiri wa ha obechechim na odi efutusem no so ato anim na also when ya wodi e di efrem san so and ye wie pe na ye the newspaper review no etimi e di aba and a daily guide no almost saying chronicles newspaper as saying e commando do na no e kasa e di afa South Africa xenophobia attacker e koso e wo omainim ene kwan ya fa so a ye the Ghanaians 300 first batch ababe pm e wo man kronkron Ghana mo e hon commando do na no e wo newspapers ni mo ye be di hon komo e di amount san so and a court sports and so or the World Cup squad number. Now one of the major things I so the camp of the Black Stars and said Derek Corn Jan with at the Ehun Sempa air but the camp of Derek Corn didn't come at the Afa say Jano Mujan with Omufu say GF4 nano and what the best explanation to that particular point. FIFA World Cup fever no Ashasia euphoria na ebo at the first some of the countries now players ni bi wo hodo ma ejo mu ofie Madrid players no ebi bie ni ho a omutimi nya collab at the Spanish national team ya hon komo no nyina no say ebo 7 am pe agudi mu fo no at the beba no mo de san komo no etimi aba abasome ewo aha no mo san so na yebedi time pa na etimi edi enkomo no kakra xenophobic attack no hon komo ewo ha san so na 11 hon sensem no and also so ewa hadoma ebedi hen enkomo na enkomo na eba na say Bank of Ghana etimi as suspended 11 hon komo no 0.75% MTN for etimi edisende yen nanu ada no omse there be almost suspended enko parliament krampo nanka omakodi nkomo no ewo hon na parliamentarians in minority and so edi nkomo no say majority for the pekwan mi so I introduce 11 no edi aba online be hon komo do na no wa hanoma ye ba ebedi e wa hanom kana share so say ye ni AD Auto Rentals na AD Jumadi no e wa hanom mo na eboa no maso ya say near the Fachi Daybreak morning show no etimi e de abro sanso na Millennium Construction Company Limited enso so eboa na Jumadi we na etimi e de abro sanso na Bison Global Imperial Shipping and Logistics enso so eboa pa na Jumadi we no etimi e de abro enti efri sam ria no ekopem say don't do bebo no a Fachi Daybreak morning show and ye de ebro ewa hadom na quickly yen shase na yendi nkomo emfanfa the African proverb no ho anopei ewo ahanom na African proverb no say a person who sells eggs should not start a fight in the market. A person who sells eggs should not start a fight in the market. That is the African proverb this morning. If you're too much, good morning.
Good morning, Maestro. Anopei ye African proverb no. Yesi obi a oton nkosia no. Onkan tokwa dwam. Ana se obi a nkosia ton ani na dwuma no. Onkwasam tokwa ase. Enkwahye obi abufuo ewo dwam. Yenyina ye nim se kosua ya ade a emre papa broni beka se e fragile se enya gye wonsam na ba fom pe kosua no asai untumi nsesa no emfa nye hwe biem enti se wukuta kosua eye so na wo so mu yie ukra no ebo ho ban se de be ya anhwe fom enkopai na enkofa wo hawo emrewo enti obi a woton kosua no se wokoka ntokwa dwamu a nipa a waka ne ntokwa ne nim se kosua no eye ade a emre na enche seyinti no oboapa de nani besi kosua na oton ne so na waye ade a be man kosua ne nyina papai na afi yakofa ka e de abre nipa oton kosua no we e kire yen se ye wo ade bi a emre esombo mayen eno ho ane yedidie na yankwa ejina saade no so a esese ye kora no yie esese ye bo ade ne ho ban se de beya yenye bibia ebese ya de no ne betena ho acha mayen na yedide ho da afebo enti wo ye weka na wo ye adwuma e wo baabia you do not begrudge your boss because ono na afa wa adwuma wo ye wadwene se wo no boss betena do angoma so na ne no atwemanso bebre adakrope ebe me no no afrawo ateleta amaw se baabia aduro no di adwuma ne mintimi ne wonya biem enti kwana kwatena fie adwuma nso no na wo ye didi o osome so a wakatua ba eno na ade twitwa wo ho tetete wo ho aka enti wo no boss akwatwema nso na akoba se opamo se kofie no sese wa hire wade pabi ukosua no na ekura wo no agye wonsem ahwefom apai sa pepepe ena enipa mienu a ewo relationship mu se mo anyi ego am to nchen na da bia obi a say one day ono anu ono enu onim ne right da bia oba me mane metri so na what day eni a etre ni nton akọ relationship no mu a eni ama beje agu ebi so ana sister nka opene pa ebi so ana bra nka opene pa nanso wanya botre na sabe wanfa nyansa nto ana monto obi hunti no osua no a ekura wa ya relationship a nanka wo holding in high esteem no ene agefri unsam ahwefom agu we ho hwe a enye yie student a was won tie ni teacher asem teacher setena ha was ma sore me ko yesi nkwa ha was ho na me free bay na ni baba ne ho so no na wansua de na nso hwe bre aso okotena dan no mu a na wo won twetwede na ni ka kurukuru wonya hwe ena watwro samre exams no a wo kwotwro na nka wo di results papa ba fie no ene ma agegu eno no abaye wo kosua wanso mu yie no ama no ahwefo sa na business person bia no sa wo ye adwuma esese wo di ebuo ni ani die ma o customers yes customers are always right wono na kuta ni sika ene wo de ba wo shop mu wo de eba wo adweso ho abeto ade enti sade tie bia wo de ebuo ni ani die ma no o de da ne fom akotokoto no no ato ade no no de sika ma na adwuma no ebumi basa wo se woni customers ebe kasa basa na wadidi won atem akeka nsam a wo pa kire wo customers ya woni beba wo so no no de ne sika no ko ba bi foforo afa wote wonu obi ma wadwuma no gua na beguo wan so kosua no mu yie kosua no ne wo customers a na daade achi a wo mo beto ade ma wonya sika to wan so wo mu yie ntino afiri won nsam ahwefom wo sesa enye yie asai intano pay ya baya ya yesre eni se emfa ho ne sedi obi be hye wo bufuo emfa ho ne ne said will be provoke you in your line of business. Anyone do you be a mono? Ya best repa said, ya na wanya botre. Wanya bojotra pa ye. Nya jemene honhom. Nipa no emiaw said yan kra. Wo de manenko. Wanya de opebia na wonko. Wabotra ubenya no ne no. Ebetimi aboa aso nkosua bi mu eyie e de ato hodin wa bra emmo na daache watimi adidi ho ache na wanya abotre na wosi nipa ne provoke wa wonso wo be sori na de ahia no de a ene enema nyina besai ama akofa wo haw ne ahokyere aba meka sai so ebia adekoro no a eseye no eni ho a wonso ni ho eni ho a efi adampan eni ho a nyema ato apen e wo fie ente ya abotre ena sade abufuo ni bebe bia wo be mene na wo de atoto niema akọ wanim sade be ya ade ne nyimfiri wo nsem na nsai na betimi aboa wo ya no pai ya futo kakra ya ye de eba yenie te ema obi mprovoke you na wo mfa abufuo entu na mo bia ebe ma wo kosua ya ekura wo na ye fragile emre no agye afiri wo nsem apai na de wudidi ho no ahyerew efi se de wudidi ho ne hyerew a nipa no provoke wo no wonko na wama waduane se ko ne kodi wo fie eba sa wo na kom de wo ono de okọ ne baabi enti enya abotre na abotre wo hoyi ewie ema enkonimdie yada ase bebre anọpẹ se wo Daybreak na wo hwe
Afia abotre bi wo ha ya na ese ni ama won cause nkofo bi wo ho no ma obodi om nkomo na wo so omo immediate reply o cause onya wo ye ana the pakro no ode yo because nkomo bi wo ho no ma no na di nsem ni ba no na be ma ye sa na be ma aye
se ade no ebe se ade a immediate reply bi wo ho a ehia but kwan a wo be fa so a wo de reply ne beba no
say relationship nkomo de and it was immediate reply because never be one on name
na relationship de ya
and they say
e be na etwi mo ban ne de ya mo be fom mo
say any aware nyina because and then on yama na man de yem me man wode me man na
wow
to catch say yenyo
da bia ma de ne ma ye me de mfa ne ma nyema
Senkon. Me de this. Is it the money?
Ma kwasha wa mu ho akonfo no. Na be matimi ti o ba bia koma ma. Do so ba na nkanti mu a chale. Enti nya de ma de ye mema wo dem mu asem bia ni.
Na unim se obi wo a oso wodidi oboa ya na ebibre nya depression. Enye boy bi o kroma binim se enye na asa binim se ni di bro so. What to bre was je de menu moto so oboa sa na depression na ache no broken heart ama depression kese ya ba ti ache no na afia enkomo na metete edi free health sector adopay ni say o metimi twa 3 months salary that edi ama I mean ye nurses and that was last year and omutria says you can 3 months salary edi amomo
last year arrears and I say omutria edi amomo na me hu say omo release omo letter no na many age pa because nurses no nyem omo kom no enye asem ketwa kra de bo omo kom even kro omo akiri na ye form yesi ye bie e free enra ne na omo ye recruitment kakra bi no na me bie ekoso wa akiri no enye asem ketwa 20 nurses for no me hu so musika no abase ya na chese eye me de pa na enro so na yem president His Excellency John Dramani Mahama on say yenuamo Muslimi for no enra na enra ne nyina omuguso omudi edilada I mean edimo baraka omuguso omudi na enra enokopie mu e Black Star Square ena ode nanum asem ekoto dwa e wo honum na odi nkomo no ena o ka se youth no Muslimi youth no avoid drugs na wo hu se bibre na no energy drugs ho na wo tu omofo
se enubone no a se bi yen youth ni bi we de menka emfa Muslimi fo nkwa yen nyina ya ka ho bi because me ka youth no enubone na ye mu bi e de ye ho ahyem no na o kan de tu youth fo nyina afo se omontwe omo ho emfemfiri ho na omonya responsible no say omo create awareness for themselves na nyema e wo so omo ye as citizens no omonye na emboa na emfa impuntu kese pa embre oman Ghana na osanso to aso di nkomo no se uko zongo communities a bebrina no oba no we manifesto o kan se bebrede fa zongo communities no na o show mo say some of the infrastructures and development was say zongo caucus or communities no or making sure say obe deliver those promises no na development no aye quick e de amom nti no a yura etimi copy on Black Star Square eko boae ema osom no enso etimi eko yie pa na em say every Monday eba no ifia say yedi nkomo de afa niam yekoso wo NDC ho na siedun ketia ene the other guy any how do I do so original simple so I can say the other thank you to no fake na we na your original no na I can say majority chief whip edim common say general see edun ketia national chairman of the National Democratic Congress or say the thank you to na all you know on your support no na the kwanso ano no and na all into no hu I mean boni bi ewum say national chairman see edun ketia so thank you to her. There was a creative divisions. There was a creative, unnecessary things. There were NDC political party. Na me te sound common and say, I'm on your call in watch. Watch it. It's the sada. I was say echo honum. But then yen shall send you in common. Newspaper anymore. Na yen fan yema. I was say you didn't come on and fan bra. Yen shall say with the Daily Searchlight. And the Daily Searchlight says that hold up, sacrifice, unity, and compassion. Baumia says in Idil Adam message, and also the other story says that Ghana receives evacuees from South Africa amid rising xenophobic unrest. And also youth range erupts in Haiti after shooting incidents leaves 2 brothers injured and properties touched. All of these news on the front page of the Daily Searchlight.
The Daily Searchlight, the Obokrata no and na yedi free nkomodie no ase anopei na wo hwa animu a wode amane bebre na aba Dr. Mahmoud Baumia a oye Franka tuni de ma the New Patriotic Party NPP amanyoko no nimfoni eda ho na enra sala kese ya ewiase nyina di ye no Ghana nso de no ho hyemu bi enti idol ada message enkrato ya yewura Dr. Mahmoud Baumia eto edema Ghana fo nyina no ena wo kire se enkabomu eyade a ehia papa fe afodebo a eye papa na emudo a ebetimi am oman Ghana egina ne naso eno so ehia enti okasa fa sacrifice any unity ho eno achi wo se esese wo manfo enya sema onya compassion edema unua se unua bi eho kire no a Timaya wo ma no ntino wo be sore no akoboa no wonua bi kwa ahoyehia mu a esanse wo tema ema no na wo tenka se ahoyehia no a wonua ne komu no efa wo hu enti no wo be pentem no akoboa ni pakro enti wo de safuto efa ne nkrato so edemaye se de edi kan sacrifice eye affordable a ye betimi ede esi ho ama oman Ghana nchehye ne nkan kro ehia afen kabomo mapa unity enso hia ena compassion eno nso yenya tema ema yenho se de be ya akoto se wonua bi ewo ha mu a wunsan ne honko na wo beboa no afei wabo amane se enra Ghana adehye a won mukodi nsenseme wo South Africa na South Africa fo ato ahye won so ebro won mo pam wo no yankopon adaroma aban ede first batch nipa edikan ni nyina ba beduru omanmu asomdwem ama wonmo ede anigi akasa woni a esu adane wo madwadwo na kire se eyarehosem na esan eye anigisem ebra wonmo efru wimhyan no free South Africa ebeduru Ghana no na wose ukokro bi a edi detimu a emebunu ama wo mo homene so wo ho papa Chresentra Kaakyire ne basa ekoso no nyasam keto amabu netre ena wono mo eye niema ensem fata na wose atututo so akoso ama anuanom mienu ene wo maprepra na ajapade so bebre ene wo mapagya atomo ya wono masɛ no ewo krono a ede deti no ntia no Daily Searchlight na mane ya wo boy ye ebi eno no.
And let's continue with the Daily Guide newspaper. And this morning, it captures a lot of stories and on its front page. And it says that Adamus denies link to Mali claims. And also, Minister leaves 800 acre of land reclamation at Nkrofo. And also, government backtracks on new e-levy. And also, Rachel Ni Amakwe's ex-wife rejects 2 million Ghana cedis, demands 40 million Ghana cedis. And also, 300 Ghanaians arrived from South Africa. All of these news on the front page of the Daily Graphic.
Daily Guide. The obo kratano etwaso na no ni ebo amane se Adamus mine for. Yeso omu nuanom bi ewo Mali mine mu a wo nso evade taxes chese won mu ntua to emma Mali aban no ene obebo ho amane ne Adamus fo no aba abontene wo mo se sa adwumakuo no a ewo Mali no Wamu no mu eni twaka bia da wontem onim won ba bia enu nti ma obia nka won masem na wonfa Adamusufo no emata won ho eho amane da Daily Guide mu anopai na opanipa won no ena da oman sikakra bia baten no Dr. Johnson Pandit Esiama Bank of Ghana governor nimfoni eda ho eno say Daily Guide see new e-levy Chese na no eto ofoforo ya mobile money for no de betu just say we the sika free mobile money so akoto bank account so a one more ebete ya 0.75 no we the Bank of Ghana one more sign atwea sign na no omo de krata ba yese omo ntwensen sign kakra na nkomodie enkoso ansa na obetu sa na mo no da achi mpa one more to Daily Guide abo ho amane afei Oswafo no ene hwensa ase no obo ade ne Pastor Emmanuel Amakofi bu ansomfo ni da ha. Wase minister edi wokon anim ama ensase beye 800 acre ya wonmo tu so galamsey no agya ato ho asɛn no amna ededa moni ade ni nyina wo masan ye land reclamation wonmo eba abesisi amna ni nyina na nnua ye sefata wonmo duadua wo so ama nsase no asan nyini aye fertile na esini dada mu biem enti minister etu sa na mo no ewo Nkrofo woro na edi animu fese se ode hya nko a akwa edwane enti minister ye ode hya edie obedi kun no anim no omo maka no ato aso na won ma ye ne sa pepepem na Joanna Kwe awo ye RNA kill ne yire ena won mo ekire se afedie Richard ni amakwe se de ekeka kro no won pese ebekwa akofa manso bebre aba enti wode 2 million Ghana cedis ebe pata ne yire no na maame no akwatena fie din na Joanna sehwe na me wose me ohwe me a me sefata 2 million Ghana mempe wonpe 2 million Ghana cedis no woje 40 million Ghana cedis enho asem eda ha ena Ghana de share ahasa 300 ya won mo ye first batch nipa wo South Africa ya ban do mo aba bedru fie no so ho amane Daily Guide abo
na oba no so wonpe 2 million or 40 million
ane
na me am blame no
yes won madwuma won suro broni maestro
Richard ni amakwe wagui ni mu asepa asem wo court ade na wo this kind of
say wo hunu say bia wo moto aso di asem no wo court wa e wo ha bebre no
me ndi asem ni
o di asem na wie say
mistake no I know
evidence is o de be counter Joanna de no a enka o de akọ
because the moment we say no this kind of be kono o ma oba no mu yedu
Sa oba no ewe se sika kro no a wo je no
40 million
enti wo di 2 ne koya yi na ye no so de Joanna se da hom 40 million Ghana cedis woni madwuma wa ye ewo RNA kill na bra bom a enti wo deserve sa amount no
enti wan ka ba je
2 million me de me deserve na meje enti na me se Joanna no onim ne yen
2 million Ghana cedis no
abra bom
enye sika ke to asa
I don't own 2 million Ghana cedis and what 40 million or
20 billion as am ka no It's 40 million be say 400 million or 400 billion.
400 billion o said you or budget next time.
I say we don't say I mean you settle with them all. You settle with them we are near the go back on account.
Na no cast o man sha say o mo sha say e na e bia se be ma ne be tintintintin me na menya musika na no asesa be kire wase sika na me kire wase am wo hu se me nso me deserve this amount 40 million.
We the sister would know sister would for a year the Let's continue with the Ghanaian Times this morning. And then it says that the government begins the 800-acre reclamation project in Nkrofo. And also President outlines development vision for Zongos. And also first batch of Ghanaian evacuees from South Africa arrive home. And also RUPAC commends government for raw rubber export ban. All of these stories on the front page of the Ghanaian Times.
Ghanaian Times abusiafo no pay wono so eba ya wabo amanie ahodo binom mampani John Dramani Mahama ya enra Black Star Square okokasa ye wo Idil Ada afahye no ase ya wo kire se zongo ahodo ye wo my Ghana afa na nyina no won mo ebehye na waye empuntu nyuma ya emudo ewo ho biso wo se ni suade hunu no se won mo ehye ede empuntu okọ ase abre bia na empuntu abo zongo ahodo na ho so enipa ene tete ho enu nti won mo ebehye no de woni asi ho aye se won beye empuntu nyuma ahodo wo ho na ama ho aye ni kana zongos enso ebiebie ewo Ghana man emu afein aban anamo ya wotuo na ensase ahodo omanfo nam kwati kwanso atu galamse wom mu agya to basa atu no ajeje mu agya amena ene ntokoro nyina wom no wonmo ahye no wasan reclaim chese wonmo asisi ntokoro no wasan aduadua enua na asase no wasan ye from biem e de am my Ghana ho amane eda Ghanaian Times emo Ghana de hia wonmo abedru my Ghana mu afri South Africa bra wo pampam wonom no oburu binom ahwamane Ghanaian Times abo ena Rubber Producers Association of Ghana ROPAG wonom so ebo mampani John Dramani Mahama ne aban aba so se na no a wonom besu yese rubber omanfo a wonom edua no ede kwa amano ne koton na womo a esese womo nya bi na woda dani wo Ghana hade ye niema womo nsanka bi aban ba abontene no sen Daybreak amane ama se obi de rubber efiri Ghana ha akwa amano ne akoton export no watwam wabane no wade taboa to so enokra woka ye no ano ase immediately eye adwuma ena atena ye no so omani age papa se mampani etie wo mu sofre na wabra rubber wade kwa amano ne akoton no nto won na baso a Ghanaian Times abohu amane.
And let's continue with the overseas newspaper this morning. And then it says that EPA shuts down Ghana mining company over persistent environmental violations. And also Finance Minister present 4 major 2025 fiscal debt and the energy report to Parliament. And also the tour advances comeback with 1 million barrels of Bonga crude delivery. And also Kumasi to host funeral of Sami Jemfi's father-in-law this weekend. And the government receives first batch of Ghanaian evacuees from South Africa. Idil Ada, be responsible and avoid drugs. President John Dramani Mahama tells you. All of these news on the front page of the Overseer newspaper.
The Overseer, the Obokrata, no so eba no pay na mania wadi abani bie tema oil refinery to ejimeku no ya wamo penny pay ni mfoni ena edahoi and was a todie na nsen bi na egu na ebra bye ye omototo niema sa wo san apagya to mu no wo egu so eye adwuma papa nti wo come back idie enye come back ketwa na wose to ebo amane se won matimi atu fango bine eye crude oil a wo munya na dani mane meye petrol ni diesel ne de keke ka ho no enti crude no ankasa won matu no ankra ne maako opepe baako 1 million barrels ewo bonga enti baby a won mo etu crude oil no ene obo amane se na kire se to atimi agina so etu crude oil 1 million barrels de ana kire se won mo abane memem abane pabene so pa ti se to agina ne na so ya eye adwuma fe was Environmental Protection Agency EPA fo ena won mo ese Ganhe Mining Company watum nyina ene se ekwan a won mo fa so etu fumagudie emraya ebata bobre eho ene fumagudie tu ho no mo mfa nya adwuma enu nti won mo atum che adwumako no nkonkotena se da twen won mo sua nyansa so wo de Ghana mra ne nhyehyɛ be ya adwuma na mo ne mpanimfo abeka de won mo wo na no finance minister Dr. Kasela to force ko Ghana mra hye bejafie oman ka ahodo a wode entoto ahodo a wo mo ye fa ho wo de ho amane ekoto mra hye bejafo no anim enu achi wan Ghana cedi dum so levy ya aban ba ye wo beka say energy sector no ka mene wo mo nti Ghana fo a wo mo bu fu won hyase ntua ewo fuel liter bia so no minority fo bo mo chi abo so obi aka na no atum wo mebu nkonta mo nhunu ba bia sika no afa ene ne won mo de ye enti ni nyina ka ho bi na finance minister Kasela to forsen ekomra hyebedwafie ye okobu ho nkonta na anom ekere wonom na Ghana de share first batch ya won mo abedru ha eho amane eda ha mampani John Dramani Mahama de afutuo ma zongo mabunu enra edil ada ne message a wode koma a won mo Black Star Square no eno so wo sre won mo ada won twe won ho firi no bone no basa ho na nya de ebeboa de di kan wanka so apomuden ena wo sai no eba ne sa nso ano aye he enti wo kwa akoye bone kura wo nhunu to obesre papa sa de be ya ye ntretene nsabone e wo zongo fo so na ha zongo youth de na zongo youth de osre no bone no won mo hwe na wonya nenom na wose na wotwe awie ye sameja mfina sew be ma no a obi bo ni tuo ekum no no omo be ye na yiye no e wo kumase ha the overseer.
Let's continue with the Chronicle newspaper. And also, it says that government begins the 800-acre of land reclamation project at Nkrofo. And also, national security dismantles Galamsey networks linked to Secretariat. And also, the Tree for Life, 8 days remaining, had also been captured on the front page of the Chronicle newspaper.
The Chronicle, the Obo Krata no so amanye ya wode enam no eye Nkrofo anamo ya ban etu wone osofo a wo hwensase ne obo ade ne paso wono mo eguso a se ensase 800-acre land wono mo ebehye na wasan ama asase ne wasini dada mu biem na ye from aye ejapade e de ama oman Ghana ye di kan bobo ho amane a anopai the Chronicle so e de ho amane no bi aba national security for one more so money abre papa said the Ghana for binum eguso one more to Galamsey no and sase binum so e wo ho ananse Galamsey for no one more kuhudu obi wo ho a one more pesa wa ya na wode wo ho e for national security secretariat say ai ye ne omu nyina na adi nkabo mu adwuma ya ye wo mu nim hu bi ene ye wo mo bataye ho ne nyina ye Galamsey no mo se a da bi ye ma mo mfa nim gwase ene enkekawa bia meka national security secretariat no enti sa networks ahodo ya ebinum susu se national security for town machi ene wo ye Galamsey wo mutuf magudi a enamra kwan so no national security se wo no mo e de aboani ama sa networks ni nyina wo yi won mo afri ho e wo Ghana ha se de be ya wo mo ankasa nim bebanyam na o my Ghana nsasetam wasan enya na ade ebiem ti na no pay the Chronicle so amanye ya wo boy eno.
And I'm justing you this morning with the Daily Just newspaper, and it says that Bank of Ghana races to SC over GN Bank ruling, and also detained MP fight for bail in Amsterdam. That is Ohene Kwame Frimpong. And also 300 Ghanaians arrived from South Africa, and also Mustafa Yusuf cited in 579 million Ghana cedis African Games scandal. And Ghana is sitting on time bomb, CDM warns. All of these news are on the front page of the Daily Gist newspaper.
Daily Gist, the Bokrata no edge and Sembebre anopay. Now the odage ni bi eye Ohene Kwame Frimpong. Asante Achem North Mrashe Bejani ya womachre no Amsterdam. And was okay Frimpong ya papa. Ya wo kon so mo ebema ni bill e wo Amsterdam ho na watimi abetwitwa ne ho e wo fie na asem no mo ebeto aso adia won ma ye ne sa pepepe na ena no GN Bank ruling ya free appeals court ba ye no say aban ensign fa GN Bank for license ema won na wo majapade bia wo do won sato so won na ne ade no achi ensign farmer shareholders e wo na GN Bank ensign mie ni nyuma bie mu no ena Bank of Ghana ese odwane akoto Supreme Court na asem no won ma san ahwemu biemu firi se ase niam ba ku mienu bi wo ho ankoyi ama won e wo ruling num say womo agye license enfie dodo se ni no san beda na akire di ama GN Bank ruling no ebi antiase bi ha nya adwuma ewo enti Supreme Court na betimi akire mu yie the Bank of Ghana e de ensem no akopie ho Ghana de share 300 and abind wo free South Africa aba na owura Mustafa Yusuf wo ye kane so afo na wo hwe agokansie so Auditor General's report bi akoso ewo African Games, all African Games ya ekọ so brebi etwa mu Ghana ha no. Enti sa audit no a won ma ye na Auditor General de na report aba no. Na wo kire se sika 579 million Ghana cedis. Ena afom kwan akodi baabi nom. Afa nipa bi no nsa ase fi se wo mo keka nkonta ne sisi ani wo baabi a. Eniema bi nsisi so. Zika bi no mo de tototo niema condoms ne ade nyina no. Womo susu se ene enkontabuo ya won krata so no entali eno nti won mabo ho amane ma Mustafa Yusuf sesei ne ho aka adwamum na CDM fo na ebo kokose o my Ghana baabi a yegina sesei ne yakuta hwenhwen ayesa de bomb eda baabi na breda ho eda so se ebi a ebo no mienu a bomb no bepai Ghana se bomb ya so ne yebetena Empire asane no oman no agija enti baabi a Ghana ejina sese no niam ankoyie oman no akuta hwenhwen sempanimfo anhwe no antu anamopa ene Ghana bekodichi ho amane nyina na no pay daily gist wajesti
na condoms no 5,000 condoms no Auditor General reports etimia procure no na I don't know all African Games
na obi ko bo ball na obi ko game aye man condom omo de ko
na me bisa no because me call no as a volunteer me call no as a supervisor no ye obi ama me condom bi se bi nko use o
ese bi anya wo omo di agro no
omo di agro sese
na me menti ase na obi ko di agro a de condom ma no so panya de
much trot sam ne me bi di ahyehyehye mo report di mu ena eho abasem 5,000 condoms omo de ko ye
first person no enam ne kwan so se omuko games at se World Cup ya ye bekoi na omuduru America se America former players na condom ne ball mo ban esi sa was sports
NC yeah ma condom se fa ball ho ban se NC because nim se agudie na ba bi di and sometimes
go be jana yiri ho fi no na ma ne condom na abo na ma na yebone
se footballers no more camp what I say footballers no more camp so there is no way say will camp ebija will say I mean kwabonte or baby nkoda debi do dey enjoy let's continue with the news center this morning and the news center says that 300 evacuated from South Africa arrive home and also Baumia urges unity sacrifice at Eid al-Adha celebrations and also government to restore 800 acres of land of River Subri Galamsey ravaged lands that's Amakofibua on that particular statement. President highlights unity faith national progress at Eid al-Adha prayers and also demand producing gold before ratification lawful. That's Dr. Mantio on this particular issue. A lot of these news are on the front page of the news center.
The news center, the workers are non so some or the abano penny na no do one ni aboboso land reclamation when some I bekoso on crofo. Na news center na hremu se subri sutene river subri ya ewo encrofo no. Ehon sase a etwa ho ahia na galamsey fo no asenu abroso eno nti minister ne aban de esi wo mani so se 800 acres ni nyina won mo behwe na wasan asiesi ensase no ebiem baomia nsem ya wakoka de afa enkabomu sanso na tema esese omanfo enya de ma won ho na wobo afode pa ede boa Ghana mpuntu ho asem eda ha mampani mahama so kan sem ya bi efa enkabomu ho enra bra wono so ede ne message ekoye Idil Ada empaibo no ase na Dr. Steve Mantial ena ne mfoni eda ha wono na ebo amane se diamond mine no engineers and planners ekoye wo ma hyase a wo mu tu gold no gidigidi emplenu so kra ene wo mu tu yei wo mo de akwakoma Ghana gold board for ama wono mo atom na se diamond mine e tu gold na wo mu nyamfa adwuma wo mo ye no ho nkrata nkopie mrahye bedwa fie ma mrahye bedwafo no eni eho enkomo na wo mo mfa wo mo sentintim nkrata bi ase a na no nkire se da amanfo ntimi ntu gold wo mo akoduru no ade adwuma no ahye wo mo nsa no nko ade ratification ni nyanko so o parliament kra na se ba bi esese ekoso a wo mo ho kwan so otu gold no wo mo tu yeso o man mu ana aka wo man fa nko ba bi a wo de akoma Ghana Gold Board for ama wo mo to nti wendie wo hunu mfonso bi a wo ho se won mo anya won krata ho adwuma bi anyeye na wo tufuma godie no aton nti Dr. Steve Mantial na abosa amane ni amane foforo ye wo the new center mu ene anope
on secretary there Daman Mines for the year don e kire se e wo se ye boa na local investor no etimi amine so ne mu because niam na Ibrahim Mahama ye wo Daman ho no enye asem ketwa enti Goldfields omo lease no enya de se beba so
adentia
there be some South African company nto mu nko mu krom me hu so mu si oni di nkomo se omo boa omo bema omo international relations minister Mrefinidin ono eba be lobby in the face of South Africa sa company na ometimi enya lease no for another 20 years there be insi ukruma se na moye ya mopam in film krom no most of companies
let's
continue with the Daily Graphic this morning, and it captures President John Dramani Mahama, and also on the front page of the Daily Graphic, and it says that let peace prevail. President urges Ghanaians in aid message, and also the other story says that 300 Ghanaians arrive home from South Africa, and the government begins the 800-acre reclamation project at Nkrofo, and illegal structure face demolition. That is, a minister warns occupants to evacuate. And also, Chief Imam laws the interfaith harmony at 8 prayers. All of these news are on the front page of the Daily Graphic.
Daily Graphic, the worker time munina bataya fei and wabesi kinkin. Daily Graphic by ya. What the Mampani John Dramani Mahama and Chief Imam, National Chief Imam. Sheikh Osman Nuhu Sharabutuni Mfoni Abba. Na enra Idil Adha Empire Bokesi across or Black Star Square no. And Komama Mpani John Dramani Mahamadi Yenone se Ghana Timemufo Benya mutual respect ama won esese obi ade ani die ni bu esafata maninia. Enu achi ya tolerant. Se wonua kan asem bia nyambojo kyerɛtie no no nka na asem enwie wo wi asem no wo de ya adwuma na beboa wa na ade ya adwuma. Na sanipa na kasa no aso na no o ma ne nka na sem na o ka ne kasa bo ahye ne yem sa ne ma ne nyina emwa eno eda nche ya tutura sem ne niema mabunu beye na ebemo my Ghana akodi chimu nyina extremism o mo hwe ne onyini nyina kwa na won fa nka bo mu mapa entena oman mu Mampani Mahama de safutuo ne koye wo wieye e na Chief Imam Sheikh Osman Nuhu Sharabutu wono so e kire se wo ba o my Ghana ha enkramofo wa ha ene Christopher wa ha religion mienu a dominate kese pa nanso won mienu nyina te odomu asomdue mu enkabo mu ya kyerese ebi ni Africa man bia mu gisa Ghana na saade nani je ho papa da bia wotene dem na wo hwese Christopher ne nkramofo wo mo fa yonko ebinum kra ware wo mo ho ni ade ye adwuma bom ye didi bom ni ade no ana nani age enti obo Ghana tememfo abaso se wo mo nto aso saa na ebeboa ama my Ghana etimi ede enkabom ni asomdue saa akodu boshe asase no eso eho amane na Daily Graphic ede abai land reclamation ho asem no ewo ho na yenkohwe oso afo a wo hwa adansie ene nnwuma so yewra Gilbert Ejay wono so mfoni eda ho demolition exercise eguso a ekoso enkran emiamia hodo binom ana minister ebo kokose won ma eda so eteten saase a eni kwan se wo motena so no won mo ni kan sisa won niema emfiri ho ansana demolition exercise no edru ba bia won mo wo enya safe no mba bedru no obi ba besu abepa chaw koso obi nan se monfa bulldozer ne nko enya si asase no so nko ade a won mo bedru niema agu nti unia no watu hofo ansana won mo edru ho Ghana fo a won mo so fi South Africa abedru ni nyina wo Daily Graphic mo anopai
na enra ohe jollof na wo park ni wana nye yizo They easy. But then I don't pay you be home komo abra. I mean after 7:30 you be better say na you di in common no e free South Africa. Ye di aba ye mind because in Yamana air cost so South Africa no. Me to be who say you ungrateful. Na be ba me church mo kama so wait me enya wo dey free. Na the kingdom of Cambodia e release letter bi ababontin na me hu ye no. Na me say eh ada afi we obi apese o ye ne krom yi ana. Na utie nkomo na the kingdom of Cambodia edina medim senka ebenya letter na okay so the letter ena edaso no I say official notice for all African nationals in the kingdom of Cambodia, Ghana, Kenya, Cameroon, Uganda and others. The royal government of Cambodia through the General Department of Immigration, Ministry of Interior wishes to inform all African nationals including citizens of Ghana, Kenya, Cameroon, Uganda, and others that the waiver granted to you will officially end on 31st of May 2026. That is, all African nationals whose fines have been cleared must leave Cambodia on or before 31st of May 2026. And secondly, any foreign national who enters, remains, or is found in Cambodia from 1st of June will be arrested at the airport or at any location and shall serve jail term of 2 years and pay penalty to $8,000 before being allowed to leave Cambodia. And thirdly, Cambodia police will start arresting any foreigner at any hideout in Cambodia from 1st of June 2026 for overstay, and they will hand over to the immigration authorities for legal action. All concerned are hereby informed to strictly comply with this notice. The royal government of Cambodia will not tolerate any violation of our immigration laws. Your cooperation is highly appreciated. It's way in Koma, Cambodia for no Ediaba. Among common mood in say, we've an ma Ghana, Kenya, Cameroon, and other African countries. No, a beson 31st of May 2026. The sun into no, if you start time we are no. I was all Ghana ni, Uganda ni, Cameroon ni, Kenya ni, na so Cambodia. I was all boa now we free her now uba umemu. Because say if you 1st of June, say omocho ewa Cambodia, ubetia $8,000. Na obesan so a serve 2 years jail term. Ewa hono uya na oma handle over ediama immigration for na ometimi edwaba umemu. Iti Cambodia for no so edi omoleta ababonte. Iti Ghana, Kenya, Cameroon, Uganda, and others no. Ye bom koko. Iti enyom Ghana for the baby aye ho. And Guatemala na midi hon komo. Oko hon magana fu egu hono. And yet asset. Twabaden is exactly 7-1. It's time for sports. Kotoko in Semino Waha, Accra House of Folk. Coach Didi Dramani, omani na party ways. And hon semino ewa hanam. Ricardo Varas, eba na odi akudi mun semino etimi ede abroye. Mi tram ho ba me ba pe. It's time for sports right here on Fachi Daybreak Morning Show. ye bobo World Cup no edi ewie. But then me tete nkomo bi edi free Ghana Black Stars Solomon Agbesi ne nkomo no emu ode na the kind of saves are all here our Black Stars camp was Switzerland no enya semikoto na bi brene kaso wa hwe ya benye masare the number 1 top sport no ahwe Solomon Agbesi ebetimi aba abeje Ricardo Varas wa hanom enti mame nko no ho na me mana kwaba na onfa emu nsem ni nyina no entimi efambra Ricardo Varas
Maestro
bibi aboko de
nyame adom na won so
o nyankopon adom bibi aboko na GF4 na up to now attack me says goals no mu ni hu komo
o David obi anka ho he
it's a football no mumu yen
won fa enya hwe the senior class a game no highlight by and na Chelsea nso ni Bechem United nso o crash nso highlight by ye wo ho ye hwede wi a na wabesifa akọ na wanfo defend a moya wo se ko amonone amanfo hye 6 goals ni ade yenka hwe e ba ha obi hye bi ye kasa but ho idado nkenya highlight ahwe ahwe goals na ho se the goals ni sikwa but na me no kasa yi enu anom fo mo de mba
football yi de omo hwe yi o
omo fo obi a ho obi a ka bi anyo wasem
Black Stars on common no Derek Con osha na I mean Osefata say also omo yi ni free squad him e de Baba Rahman replacing because me who say over the last friendlies na ya bono your best player has been Derek Con. And anka me for saying was in World Cup.
Yeah, Maestro, looking at say your be convincing say or member my India. That means any who how good he is.
Yeah.
But far more than the credit so to me cast my left back or party. Baba Rahman will form chain money na e bia na bona na omme bonin tia dia but say performance party. Yes, sure, say left back bia the performance na was to Baba Rahman. Yes, but I think that now Derek Con and so to me a bad. But looking at Derek Gideon Mensah the experience and other things in and call up Blue 70 doors.
Varas maminja na fire ko na work out for the
man asa so say ya ba na de agudie mu nsem e ba e be som mo se ba na be gina ha se na say ya mono ne ene afi 7 ya ka bo mu aye de be me be gina me ma me nua Habib the special one afi me de afi 7 ya mono ne 7 na no enso atimi aba be som wo na won so watimi ahu se de nsem no enso esi ko yewe pe ye be ko na afi Daybreak dwumadie no enso atimi ato aso na ensem a etwagu okuru wa mono ne nsem kakare na nso enso betimi afam enso atimi ede ama ye ni nkomo no emfam frifie yewe pe ye be wawuram enso Black Stars ho na afi edi nkomo kakra enso atimi ede afro Rudolph Nana Mensah a player ede matimo a je friend Swedru All Blacks na no da kwasi ada omoba e be wuram wo Baba Yara Sports Stadium meba e be hye mi ni ma Sante Kotoko enso etimi te kan ba ko game no ba na we no nyankonya ene Rudolph Mensah di nkomo no ne nkomo diem no na o kire se season no no man timi anko yie na emom se no ma enso sifa ko yibia no omo abomo modern ama no ma enso etimi agina yie ni expectations no we mu nsem edit to yanim.
This season, I know it was not going to be easy, but personally for me, I wanted to grab double numbers, and by God's grace, I had the double numbers. Even though this season, I'll say I've let myself down a lot by missing certain chances, but in all, it was a good season for me. 11 goals, it's super for me, and I hope I can do more and get better.
Eno ene nsamo Rudolph Mensah enso etimi de tuja wo cheche mu se season we no ono ankasa lete ne ho down kakra ne mo ogidi se nesi no mani na no enso betimi akoye enso etimi de mana Rudolph Mensah enso di nkomo enso etimi de chere wo sa di nkomo biem erefa fans ho ene ono se no ma no enso besi fa akọ e de ama no ye behwe na ye de sansensem no enso etimi de ababa beto ani na won so watimi ahu se de ensem no enso esi kone na odi nkomo de kyeremu se wuram enso wo eye Swedru akache ogidi ese supporters no enso atimi asupport omu yi abo omu amane mani na no enso atimi akoye de ama omu a obo mpa ese nyame pa next season no ombetimi ahye na afi no mani na no enso atimi ahye yi anya relegation sense bia no ombetimi ahye enso atimi apre no ene nsem kakra root of the two je na no pay mi yi atri enso atimi e de ama o yemfiri ho na afi ni nkomo e o Black Stars akache na afi nsem e wo na no yemfa nto ani we dia wuram enso yem former players so ya opani a friend Michael Essien no boni dia na so bia no so opani e born homoden e de ma Blasters o mo penso no na Blasters no wa homoden na ne mani na enso timi ko ni wa din komo enso e de afa World Cup ayeko ene sere no man NBC fa ko na say ye be hye oman a ye friend England no say na Michael Essien e de nsem no e de tuga.
I mean, what do you think? I mean, it's going to be hot. Is that going to help Ghana?
Hot? I don't know, but I mean, this is I think it's going to be a great game. It's a great match that everyone is looking forward to see, and yeah, hopefully it will be a good one, and the best team should win.
What do you make of England, the squad, and what are England's chances at this World Cup?
I hope Ghana beat them. No, I mean, on a serious note, I think they've assembled the best player they could, the best players they could to represent the country. So yeah, it's going to be. I think it's going to be an exciting one. So yeah, we just have to sit back and enjoy the show.
I know, and then someone Michael Essien, and so to me the two guys watching with the GDS Blasters that me some of the best of squad that you run now for better. So we be team to dinner for Ghana. Yen so yet me achi omanya. Your friend England na fi edi omachi and so yet me aka for me no. And then someone Michael Essien and so edi two join na no pay me ye tree and so etimi edema branch here. Your friend Nigeria Kwanza and so a branch and intino and so yet me fi Ghana kakra nyame pa. World Cup yasi yobebo and so na maya your friend England. Na odin come na wo chemu say wo hwe teams na eba na ene yen group na ewum na team bi betima surprise na team obetima surprise we say na Nigeria Kwanza editor yenim.
Will be the biggest surprise?
I'm gonna say it's gonna be Ghana. Obviously, my family's from there.
And no, and then someone Gerald Kwanza and so to the two Jawa Chairman say, we teams now, or and so team banana, they bet me a surprise team, no, my friend Ghana, no, they won't seminal, and so at the air train, my name seminal, at the Maui pay, and so I will to Madiana so, and 10 times young free one after young free and interim, Blasters come to 24, mommy, a Blasters train, no, now for you to me, who now, son, I remember Blasters train, no, a branch of friend Jeremy from Point or a branch on Sudintino, at me free Ghana, Kakana, no, be. Ghana to me a put teams and Kebayan Comra na Omesia Kaim and for more my friend Ghana or Sidabi or your Netherlands near all Quakujum as Siaka and Sweating. And let me know Casay report about on things are Brantiano and Mrs. Squadra, the Netherlands and so Adeba a 2026 World Cup national Mr. Branton and Count Room now Dean Como and so a Branton and Campaign say a Branton who ye Paul Gideon and Casamreno got Blasters 2 Wafa and so team that born a boa Branton campaigns. I any so I hear Jadro and I echo and so to Mohai Demon Seminole and so I so with there and so I will to Madiana so Jem Fiona Yenti Rum or Blasters come now in Comel Yam Fan to an India and Ra and from Tuesday neighbor now to the Blasters camp and so to my and to my Blasters training no to the Mantiano or and so yet train there for more so me putting your man in place now for no money now and so to me a to show we know a finish na next team no and so to me we no bar no ball and so to me they are to them to here now for ya sharping the way you make my sharp and so to me anymore this all goes here Manti say the answer Blasters you run our World Cup na say team bia entimi ne mo ye pem na tonet ye bo de mi hwei ba kokura ntimi say otutum se mrantie no eni abre se World Cup ayekọ asie yi o metima bo mo modern ama ne madi na no enso atimi akoye dia maya mere mu sam no enso ade eto anim Gideon Mensah one of the experienced players who run with Blasters camps this year ono e wo a wo hwe ama ne madi na no enso atimi akoye ahead of the World Cup no abranche no to atimi di nkomo in series and nkomodie no ye ma ba mu rewura mu na afi ye mfa mu nsam to anim dia de kan expectations omo ankasa gidi ese Ghana for ewo edemo ahead of the World Cup say and abranche no to yenim.
We as a team we are working towards a very crucial tournament for us. I mean for the country and for us ourselves as a player. So I mean we are expecting that we go into the game, show to the to Ghanaians and show to ourselves that we are ready to go and compete with whoever that comes against us in the World Cup.
That no change onim expectations and no enso etimi do almost nto mo hwe na for makọ World Cup na se na fa bibia no enso etimi akoye dia mo no ana ensam kakra Branton two dwa medimu sam no at 20 junior mame Gideon Mensah speaks no one no na fa nsam wa Branton no enso etimi two dwa ne nwuram firi ho na fa ye fa de aka no entimi nto aso
which is to go out of the group stage, and then we take it from there. You know, I mean, we can aim to go to the finals and to win the World Cup, but then you need to start from somewhere. So if we are going to look back to the last World Cup, then I think we have to also focus on getting out of the group stage, and then from there we can look into what will happen.
Eno ene Samoa Gideon Mensa enso etimi tu dwa o cheche mu se o hwesere no ma no enso esi kwa bibia no ekoyi enso etimi de ma na ombehwe na afi Blasters no no mani na no enso etimi akoyi a yede mu nsem no ede ma we na no pai enso ewo dwumade ne so na Gideon Mensa side in ko junior ma me Gideon Mensa speaks too no na afi nsem o de tu dwa no genso emfa ento amuso.
Me, for myself, my family, my friends, I mean, for what I've been able to achieve in my career. I mean, going for the second World Cup in my career, being with the national team for 8 years, which is very good for me. I feel so good. I feel like an experienced player, and then I feel like I have responsibility also for the new boys that are coming in. So, which gives me a lot of excitement to be here. Very good for me, for myself, my family, my friends. I mean.
Samoa Gideon Mensa editu dwa se ono feeling good because he said no man enso sifa ko enso atim dama ono na busia ne obi biara obenam se no man nina no etimi koyi ogidie se bibia no enso enam ne kwan so aye say no one say we experienced player enso we tin wo boa ye nkwala no so betimi aba no na se no man nina no enso atimi akoyi enso atimi dama oman a ye friend Ghana no no enso personally edimu nsem no enso etu no sadi nkomo biem enso ede try na say na branch a ye friend Gideon Mensa esan ka ede try.
I think it was a bit like 50-50. I was expecting it, and I was a bit still surprised because obviously there's a new coach. I mean, the whole qualifier was played under another coach, which was not the coach who is here now. I mean, I kept working in my club. I mean, training, playing every game, week in, week out, and then hoping that the call-up will come. I mean, I would say that I was expecting to be in the squad. At the same time, I was also expecting, I mean, to make sure that my work that I've been working in the club side will also speak for myself. So, yeah, I would say it was 50-50.
And so the two ja, you don't seven edema or say no hair a yard then 50-50 as we call up no as a unya call up. Dintiani say you are doing more World Cup no, you know say na non de no hair said obeya no ma or no and sweat my Adamana club no, a bit bois, no anya konya, and so baby Jinama Blasters I will say near the way I know my answers 50-50 the demon seminal and so other summoner and so I was Jumadi and so now in some of the doors who rum and so I was Santa Cotocomones and no and so sequel meetings upon meetings and so etimi course consultations I would do course with my boy my son to Cotimino and so etimia con anymore board no and so a more share now for my review players no contract no any idea players no and so I always say ya catch almost say omunkofie nemom omoye be review ya ibi ebe koso no ometima o maso atena bibia no enso atima koye no ene nsem kakra free ho ba me de air to anim yan free fie na afi yan kwa amono ne yan fa amono ne nsem no enso emfanto na hu sere no ma no enso asi kwadia uram enso ewo eye conference league na se a emese neoma enso atimi sisi nura no ma ni nano enso atimi koye e matimo a the friend Crystal Palace me no kasai omo enso atima European trophy a neoma ni nano enso atimi koye pa enso atimi de mo na wo hwe said the celebrations ahodo enso chifa course opani a your friend Oliver Glasner enra pa ni be hwe yanko ne hwe the celebration no ene se oyiye no ma no e de mai no ene said no man enso sifa koye yanema opania your friend Oliver Glass now no enso hese all celebrity na ne mani na no enso etimi koye ede man owura no enso etimi abon homodin ye pa ede ma timo a your friend Crystal Palace atimu ze owura no wabon homodin enso etimi ya mo ba ye o hwe community share da no age o hwe eye conference league ano age o hwe bi ti se eye FA Cup ano age ntorura no enso etimi abon homodin ye pa yede mu sam no enso ede som yahwefo ene enso ewo dwumadie no so na ono no je nani wo park ne so wieye na otototo no ne ade na no omu wura mu wo dressing room no so pa ni behwe the way a there's a team no celebrate ewo dressing room And no, Crystal Palace players, no, and also more Germany and conference, and so dressing room where after so much conference league now. Yademo 7 and so at 2 the 51st minute. Branch of Jean-Philippe Mateta. Enya go no and a boy more and a J cap now. Or and so Germany, why the moon 79 and somewhere and so what Jumadi and so now more trophy presentation, and so to me cause on our Crystal Palace for now. Trophy no one chada nibi. James Zaman for say presentation can tell never near call near how presentation as we see for Koye.
The Eagles continue to soar. Now European glory is theirs. Crystal Palace are the 2026 Conference League winners.
Ndiano ene sadi ensemble and so si for Koya minimum seminal and Crystal Palace and so celebrate Germany and so Timo Why seminal and so at the Emawa or more and so history in the first time in 119 years and Mr. Fane a European trophy and so Timia Bauer friend Oliver Glasner say and Manton deserve credit so bomb home day and money nano and so Timiko minimum seminal and so at the air to an him to do never your magic in the fee your WhatsApp be what my has never your dim comono and so to the friends no money nano and so to my come young room what club issues make a cram on a few years Yamfa a year World Cup no sense and so intimate to an Indian and then said trophy presentation and so to me cause my branch of Kylian and Mbappe Lutin Samia or no and so to imagine remarry player of the season or no and so to me Jim and the city national teams and they say or Sersa Wabra or no and so to me trophy now minimum 7 and so at someone and so our Jumadi so now Rome and so in Tamlana so yeah Tia Metin say Barcelona and so dealer non person go for Brantia Jeffreno Murata and so to Alessandro Bastoni mom and so to Naba Barcelona no and some pen for Derby a branch any deal no and so to me offer minimum seminal and so they two and so our Jumadi so na Uram Sergio Ramos Akacha and we told ya sa Branton and so say take over betimiaba wabro no and so to Timo Jeffreno Sevilla na fe no money nano and so etimi akoye na reporter me to say no and say interruption bi and so etimi by me say no man and so etimi siki ase kakra sika na ase 24 penal and me say I have something which is there kakra and so etimi what you say mete say club no and so etimi siki for a new buyer and no and some kakra fi ho ba me the air to anim and so e wadumade ne so na latest financial reporter a free Manchester United catch Ebony say ade na ese timu a your friend Manchester United no na so mutimi over 60 million a year pounds and the opania your friend Ruben Amorim and then the backroom staff and Sam and so etimi asak no two teams sika no ade a twitwiri de yie pa eko and the opanino na say 16.7 million pounds na say omutia and so no enso etimi apam na eno and sense me free ho ba me eto anim enso e wadumadi ne so abrantia je friend Gabriel Jesus the player osina kan e dem Arsenal boboko no reporter e ba che say Arsenal e demand 20 million uye team now person of branch friend Gabriel Jesus na for ba e be si aka enso etimi ma wo a e me say otimi tua sika no na for branch no enso etimi ba e be si aka de ma we no ene nsam kakra fi ho ba me dem 7 no enso at 2 and one say ahead of the Champions League final no nsensem bebri enso etimi koso na branch friend William Saliba say wom say obo game no e de atia branch friend Osman Dembele money ade a emu ade yie pa na so mebo mo moden na fe de so mo ye no omo enso etimi aye na ne mani na no enso etimi akoyi a eno ne nsam kakra fi ho ba enei me de eto anim enso e wodumade ne so yenwura mu afe kreye issues a eno enso etimi toto ja uwuram e wo Germany camp a me say emrante no enso etimi ahase e ba ne mani na no enso etimi ekoyi enso etimi de mo munti junior ukọ we nim na o mame the way na German players no enso esi ba na esi etimi atoa so enso etimi de fi o say emrante ne ba no wa betia na so mo enso etimi aja okọ mo ba no wa betia na so mo aja okọ yenko yenfa fele ne kakra ba ya toa so enso etimi da mamo.
Alles gut bei dir?
Alles gut, ja.
Er war zu früh. Ja, da ich mit dir gerechnet. Sehr gut.
Na, kommt euch das erst.
Grüß dich.
Grüß dich, alles gut.
Ist gut.
Bei dir? Heidi.
Wie geht's? Geht's nicht? Alles gut? Alles gut?
Alles gut?
Ja.
Erneut.
No, German players no and almost answer back camp bottoms the players no arrive here no many nano enso etimi ko yom ba be hwa bobo mo ho na ahead of the 2026 World Cup no omo enso etimi akọ bom ho modin yedi mu nsam no e de to ne me enso e wo dwumade ne so bowra mo Brazil akache na afi ma me players na rival no wa bra na players no enso etimi ba twum se na efe yie pa mo twa mo enso uniform e ya atasa no omo enso e rewram enso etimi twum se Brazil players no omo ba no na se efe yie pa omo enso e hwe so metima ba World Cup na se na afo ma ba gibi enso etimi de si omo na so a omo enso e ba no etimi se bibia no enso etimi ekoyie wo hwe Vinicius Junior mo wo hwe Neymar mo wo hwe Paqueta mo wo hwe branch friend Endic mo woni na no enso ginamu a nyuma ni na enso ekoyie enso etimi ne mo a mede mu nsam no e de eto anim e wo dwumade ne so na omo cheche say na isa ha opani e friend Neymar enso etimi abam se no woni na no enso etimi ekoyie enso etimi ho na ma me Neymar Asia players no omo cheche omo ho ene ne omo enso ekoma me sa video no na afi ye nto aso na feel ne kakra no etimi nto aso wo ho Entiano eya branch friend Neymar ono enso awram wo Brazil camp teams okọ no akwa chia is a branch friend Rafinha ne wani gusu a wo hwe na chia na so woni Carlo Ancelotti the don no na so enso atimi dia bom wo ha is a players ni na no a branch friend Neymar enso cheche omo o hagwe no hagwe tu se opani no enso atimi ba camp a more wo camp no enso ya de a aye fefefe ne Casemiro mu ni na no enso atimi hyehyɛ wo ha eno no mu nsɛm a mede to ani me ne enso ewo dwumade ne so na ubram enso wa Africa na se team aye friend Senegal enso ebu o marketem edomani enso atimi akyerem ewo US of A no mo kono mame wa bra na Senegal teams no anase omo enso players no ade a no omo enso etimi kono mame a na se bibia no enso etimi akamati we bra na se the Senegal player no Nicolas Jackson ama wana beba ntia no ene nsam kakra fi ho ba me eto anim e wo Senegal camp amranche no enso ewram e wo US na fo akọ bobo mo ho ahead of the 2026 World Cup eno ene nsam kakra fi ho ba me eto anim ne enso ewo dwumade ne so na ubowram enso ewo ye Senegal camp ho a ubenya eye mranche no wabra na omo enso ewo flight nim na flight nim no ma me fele ne kakra na afi yemfa dwumade no enso entimi nto aso emfa ma ya hefo
Ouais, c'est bon. J'ai moitié confiance en lui.
Ah bon?
Ouais.
Pourquoi?
Il est célibataire.
Ah. Mais parce qu'il est célibataire, Alec n'a pas confiance en lui. Lui.
Ouais.
Bah là, tu veux te marier, toi?
Hein?
Tu veux juste te marier?
Bah oui. Le problème, c'est ça. Il s'est marié il n'y a même pas 2 mois.
Même pas 2 mois, ouais.
Il saoule déjà. Du coup, moi, on m'a conseillé.
Il faut parler avec la là.
On m'a conseillé.
Moi, comment enso etimo ho ayede mu nsem no enso to ani mo enso ebu o marketing na fo ma wuram enso e wo US of na afi mo ano enso etima kwa koguzo ama World Cup no mabobo mo asesi mo yie na fo mo enso etimi aba be si akan wo mo eno ene nsam kakra fi ho ba me de to ani William Saliba a player e ma team friend Arsenal say na me di mu komo chocho say obo atia Osman Dembele mo ni ade e no ahead of the UEFA Champions League final no mame abrante ne nsem a waka Osman Dembele et Paris Saint-Germain team.
De jouer contre Ousmane, voilà, c'est le ballon d'or, c'est un joueur extraordinaire, donc ça va être dur de jouer contre lui, mais ça va être aussi dur de jouer contre nous aussi. Donc voilà, ça va être un bon match, mais bien sûr, il faudra qu'on soit très concentré et voilà, on va essayer de tous les bloquer.
Comme l'a dit, faut qu'on se parle beaucoup sur le terrain parce que des fois il faut qu'il va, des fois il faut que je va, mais voilà, on sait bien que comme il joue, c'est un grand joueur. Mais voilà, je pense qu'il lui aussi, il n'est pas content de nous rencontrer.
No, ene Samoa, William Saliba, enso ede tuja, ede fam Rantia, omo entusi oma kan ede ma Paris Saint-Germain, ede mu sem no, enso ede to anim. Na onim sa branch friend Anthony Gordon no, player tete, se oni team friend Barcelona, enso team awia, a branch betima bu na ketima friend Newcastle United. No gram enso Spain na for ne team friend Barcelona, enso team gwa akoto aso no pania. Ye friend no one Laporta panipa. my team with friend Barcelona. No, I'm saying central for Shan Kakra and almost open and say God in Juma didn't send was the work is ongoing. Work is ongoing. In your video now to say openino and so did in coma. Yadimu 7 and a hand video in no Musan is opening. Now branch of an God or bar now say work is ongoing. Work is ongoing now. I know and in San Sam Kakra view bar. Made it to a report a free Barcelona Ebane Chese and Yadia. Anthony Gordon ba over Barcelona no e betimi affect say team a your friend Barcelona betimi ama kia branch your friend rush for deal no permanent was say intimi affect no ano ane nsem kakra fi ho ba medemu nsem no enso ade air to anim report I say catch us a branch your friend Bernardo Silva so e say Barcelona ehwe so metima ke kanema bom se mna ne se na bibia tim to ye enso ansha a branch your friend Bernardo Silva so betimi akọ e wo Barcelona eno ne nsem kakra eno nso fi ho ba mede to anim ne enso e wo dwumade ne so na uram enso wo eye rimara da kache on say opania ye fa no Florentino Perez ehwe say abato no betima gina na afi wasa gina biem na ya to aba no enso atim na no wa bra as presentations ahodo ene ne no ma ekoso no na say opania ye fa no Luis Nazaro de Lima so etimi ba e ba be wura mu ho atim so mo bo mu sam ene ma opania ye fra no eye Florentino Perez sa tun say obia no enso etimi to ne support e de ma wura na eno ene nsensem kakra eno enso etimi course wo ho a me de mu sam no enso ade to ne tima me video no ana atimi so muni na no enso e bo mu sam ene ma opania ye fra no Florentino Perez ana maduma opania enso etimi aba be ye enso etimi ma mo opania no enso etimi ache ne intentions so betimi agina na for mo enso etimi ato aba ma no enso agina as president ere ma timo a ye fa no Real Madrid no enso etimi ato aso no ye adwuma biem enso etimi da mo a eno ene nsem kakra free ho ba me de air to anim junior ma hewe no so mame na fefa ore fa no Florentino Perez the speaker ono hand we eya enso kosa ere mo pania ye fa no Florentino Perez one Luis Nazaro de Lima na hu se omo enso hard ho a ni o mani na no enso etim ekoye na owie ya no na eso o kan bi kakra enso etim de kire eye Real Madrid supporters no ene ewiase afanani na tu hwe we ni so video no enso etim atumu ase ya available na de atoso na esa wan fa hwe wa bra uru friend Florentino Perez man speech o chechensemu ne nneoma ogidi yese ese oto aso na ne mani na no enso etim koye ni matimu a ye friend Real Madrid no wode ho sensem na no enso etim tuja ye de mu nsem no enso elema wone enso e wodwumadi no so na mi se transfers no so nsem kakra enso timi wo mu a yebetimi enso ahye na ye de mu nsem no enso timi ya to no report aye to chesa brantia ye fan Ederson no ono betima ye Manchester United first signing under ura ye fan Kaakyire eno ene nsensem kakra metia me de e to anim enso e wodwumadi no so na brantia fan Pedro Porro report ame to chesa Manchester City ani abre so betima tabira brantia no e na fitimo a ye fan Tottenham na for ba si akan enso timi da mo a eno ene nsensem kakra metia me de e to anim Philip Jorgensen so a goalkeeper e de match me fa ne Chelsea report and Chelsea Brandon dabi e me say dondo afo tegare wabetena Chelsea bench saa ne to abobo wonya game ni bi mo ndo betima free team nim no akwakosi aka de matimo a ono enso betima nya bi abo e ho eno ne nsem kakra fi ho ba me de e to anim report Chelsea former Liverpool player your friend Andy Robertson so e me say teams awodo bebre no e hwe so betima nya branch no na for no so aba abesi akan enso atimi da mo no na nsem kakra fi ho ba e na no permit to anim ene enso e wo dwumade ne so Julian Alvarez enso ehwe tenomani na no enso betimi akoyi na fe team Barcelona no betima nya bi enso akwakosi akan no ene nsem kakra fi ho ba me de to anim ene enso e wo dwumade ne so medi no e de Benjamin Jemfia Kwiokon betima from Ricardo Vaz me ne begina mu e de amonone ene afisem no enso etim be so ably supported by obura your friend ye Luther King Sanso na Julio Caesar ubenya Abu Diabe ubenya Habib the special one ubenya Benas na fe uram enso e wo camera na chi Lord asamoji na camera na chi na MCR no e a bunch of junior no obon homoden e ma no mani na no enso etimi koyi a bede mu nsem no enso e de to wani gebesa hia bi mu awia na fe de mo enso etimi aba beto awo so sa ready e we hwe Daybreak na fe why enjoy the rest of your day. I'm out.
Na before say maybe sorry ama sports abano. Me can say me say South Africans no very 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 ungrateful. Me new be am film. South Africans are very 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 ungrateful. In fact, say check the history of South Africa from 1946 bepim 1994 1995 you will understand what I'm trying to say because of say at the time na abrofo no colonize South Africans no or we introduce a particular system called the apartheid system. Now apartheid system no it was supposedly say baby a white no no na blacks no intimi enko enti ewo inyume mu no adwuma e wo say e bia black bia wakosuku a wo senka ono nya adwuma no ye no because of the apartheid system enti no ye black a unye bi enye. So the blacks were not regarded even though they were living in their own country. Now white not take it over. Our white na controlling every system, every sector of the economy in South Africa. It's not blacks ni for money she will chrome hole. It's each and every time biano, ubu say blacks no ye deny more right. Even cramp so mo yarena so mo ko hospitals are. Obekono na white na ewo ho. Omo ma kwan me he blacks because of the apartheid system. Baby na abrofo no wono. Ye ma kwan e ma blacks no embe on because of the system and the unruly South Africans. At that material point in time, no, African countries, together with the Organization of the African Union, went on several meetings having the concern of South Africa. Near man cause of South Africa. It didn't come and say, no. Say, Yanhana say Yamboa South Africa. Amo man J independence. And there's some case upon the brain no. Because in 1975, so we did the violence and shall say also wait it was all because of the apartheid near Mane Koso because of say one black bruni be boni too. Come fast boni too no blacks never say entry ye because occupy you may be aye. The human occupy because we believe so a black now will want a certificate. Or believe say he can easily get the job done no. Bruni na farmer no. Eko we answer na koye argument. And uko we and be a boss are black too. Make a story where they actual because of say at that time, maybe African countries almost supported South Africa when they were in serious crisis during the apartheid system. Angola kahon, Mozambique ekahon, Kenya ekahon, Zambia ekahon, Ghana, Nigeria. These African countries helped South Africa in making sure some and the apartheid system in 1994-1995. So Zambia Krampua. In fact, Zambia for South Africa for a camp base. No more fighting anti-apartheid, no. More military camp base and nobody training young people in South Africa. The South Africans need Ghana Zambia. I hold on no more they are training omo. Or no more training omo because of say baby and Edru no. Na obo person money abrofu no ekosi eni. Na the BCBC so Zambia for a more large acres of land and on their military camp base and no more training. Angola for a more in terms of weapons, in terms of ammunition, in terms of money. The Angolans helped South Africa. Ghana helped South Africa in terms of money because now the black community no sebi a komo a jume bi eni ho obi ntimi mpie nkoye adwuma bi emfe sika embefi. It then was said Ghana, some other African countries need contributing no more South Africans no. Now obo no mutimi end the apartheid system no. So in 94-95, end the apartheid system no because of apartheid system the not African countries living to me South Africa during those times. End the no. Nanka Yura Nelson Mandela everything my brother free chrome hako but then we no see there be you know nkambom ni enchichiro man no man enyina it was my brother na South Africa during those times no yeah end the apartheid now Africans blacks need to be moving freely we to cross the border lines we to make baby brother no they can have the same healthcare facilities those privileges, those benefits, and now brofono benefited from the South African government. No, now blacks now shall say benefited at the time when Nelson Mandela Abba. Oba and open borders. Some of these neighboring countries, Angola, Mauritius, Mozambique, Lesotho, omu nyina shall so omu urem Abba Kromo Abba bidi pa kakra ewo hono. There was a freedom movement in South Africa in 1995. And almost say because of say yema other African countries no Abba South Africa ninti no. Omeduma sembe bomo munti o. African countries no omo in 94 95 no. Ebo mo ma apartheid system no mutimi NDA no e support to no. Afiri ye bie ma mo na sa Africans no eba abepe pa kakra di wo mukroma. Omo se ba na omo ba no. Omo nyuma na omo ye wo honom no. These foreign nationals no. And I say because of foreign nationals no eba beju mo dwuma ye. It is adia omo ko mukrom. And it started in Pretoria. And the Shah saying it's a way to. Johannesburg. So in 94, 95, this movement started and almost also most of African countries no bebrena no nkro for the free honum. Na Lesotho for kan, Mozambique for kan, Zambia for kan, Kenya for kan, Nigeria kan, Ghana kan, pamo yem nkro for bebre e the free honum. Starting in 95. Now, Nelson Mandela so because he didn't want some African countries to see him as ungrateful president because of how African countries now supporting the power in making sure so that independence and the free abroad for them. It took us or condemning that actor, a certain movement, which I said no more was South Africa. Now, in 2006, some common also essential shall was South Africa. And also so almost shall say, and I said, be almost pamo in Crawford, it will crumble. Now, from 2000 to 206 the crumpled here. Somalia for, Zimbabwe for, any other African nationals are no more the crumpled. They were killed. Almost 176 nationals were killed in South Africa from 2000 to 206. South Africans no ye send honum. But yes, still, we have some South Africans no more travel at the back other countries, ebedipa, set businesses in some of the African countries are not African countries for those people no munko for South Africans no munyo. They were setting up these businesses in other African countries. Now, some do commence also the achewa. Now, in May 2008, a honum and a asemke city free. That was the first time I meet who South Africans at the Iron Rod. It me I will be a cheap. I mean, the pain because of these xenophobic attack. Nina say, almost socio-economic development, no concerning more local indigenous people, no, in Kuyi and Famomo. So African nationals, that's all on ma. I was say a pamo now the free cronim. Now, Utian Commander course in 2008. Now in Alexandra, Obukun Crawford or Johannesburg, Obukun Crawford or Mafia videos need be gusuno.
Asamo Eden pa na me ya say akodru ni say because senka Africans yewo enemy bia yene no ebekon tokwa nkanya ye ho enyina ye bibifo na ye den how did we get here say bibini bi afri ni maimu akọ onua bibini maimu. Not to this extent. Mubetimi ato ahye nipa so. Se mo bro wonu mapam wo mo so mo nko mo maimu. Na nya bia South Africa no. Ebe South Africa no. Eye wo mo nko a. E na a struggle ye ma South Africa abeye oman papa ena. Obia susu sa wo kọ ho a ebetimi am wonya bibi abafie daache. Sa apartheid time no. Before nyina na ka won ho bo mu eboaye ema eko a etise yetimi wie mu die enti nese South Africa etimi agina ne na so na eniema ekoyie kakra na other African countries emu nipa esusu se won mo kokko a obetumi anya bibia abafi a menyi nni senka won mo aseda esese South Africa man no de ma won enie na sesei wo hwe se de ade ne kro no a ase South Africa man no ankasa no emu ache obia wone de a obeka xenophobic attacks in sha ase ebe ase Zulufoɔ yi na gigina mu dendenden ya wonu mo edi se nyambrasem ya amanu akoduru se enkrofo a wo motu kwan akọ obi man so na wokope bibia ba fie wonu mo di putupuru so asesa wo niema obi nka bi nhemu menya sure se obi kura timi tutu na chi yie ema niema wakobre apanyina ne nsa kan ye ansa na wodo wo abeduru Ghana enra no in fact ayarehosem na niwu so sam kese pa de ma South Africa man no anamo a wono mo atuo no entwaye ne ni kwan se esi ye no an sen na amene have they forgotten say South Africa for so won krofo aman so ana ena yete ha ye kasa Ghana South Africa enwuma dodo san na wa ha Ghanaians aboa ama adwuma no thrive adwuma no etu mpon na ekọ nanim enti se bempredua Ghana fo de yagimi se yen sori da koni en kasa ye pam South Africa nyuma ya won mo bebiebie ne hasa won do won nkọ ne en fix a country ana ya de nam na yi nam eni panso ode nanso ne nam na yenwe enti se obi free Ghana no aba South Africa se wo be padwuma bia ye na wo de bibia bafia enye sei ene sese mo de hia wonom no kwasem mo anye ni yie kete mo fritina South Africans am ba fixe mo South Africa nka mo fixe enye obi kwan a wo tuba ho mo pamono na be ma mo fixe South Africa enti ye no an sen na amene esese ekoba ne sei na obi sori a woka ensem ya te sese bimpredua so Ghana de empanimfo nim what they are about omo nim ne omo ye eno nti na Ghana de shetu kwan ba South Africa na fafoforo so aba be kan de wope ti hwan de ne yemfa South Africa government up till now obia mowa
na nkomo na South African government no edi nkomo because omo international relations minister a video ebi wa hanom he is concerned about that
na sa ono de since yi sha se nyina okuje to abla kwane no
edi nkomo
so government president na nkasa no dia na
the moment international relations officer ebidi hu nkomo that means the government is concerned about that
but omampani so mra bonte meka bibi
ontimi nkasa because the moment obekasa no is either you speak for the South Africans or you speak for your neighboring countries too. Or I mean, the international foreign minister didn't come ma yenti sisi ewo ejumedi so.
There is a process with the Ghanaian High Commissioner in South Africa going through the list, and once that is done, it's voluntary repatriation. We can't stop anyone who wants to voluntarily leave the country. But we still have an obligation with those that will be remaining in South Africa because that voluntary repatriation will not take all Ghanaians out of South Africa. There will be those that will be remaining. We have an obligation, and I want to also believe that the Ghanaian government also understand that that obligation should also be.
Until you heard the demeanor of this minister, Utimu say, "Asamna o kanu unhuseni usi kan asamno." And in common wood, nima from Onwa Kasanim, any in common wood, he is not comfortable in talking about xenophobia attack in South Africa because he knows very well the South African companies and what other African countries are more as a government or more benefited from it. Creating jobs even in South Africa currently as we speak. Now, if you are in South Africa as we speak, blacks no doesn't hold it for them when it comes to the economy. That was South Africa. 80% of our economy no ejina brofo no so the white no so. It's in common mood no. White no mo honom no. Kromo hanom na say abibrem hanom no. White be no wo free bibrem ha. Omu nyina be colonizing. And I said the idea be ka kromo ha. But of South Africa, do na no because at the time of Muji independence, no, Oman Pama Brofuna Finfrio. It's a question now, me say now, if the need arises, not these people, the freedom fighters, the March for March movement, or more South Africa, no more chance say, or Mudi common say, these whites no in free Kumuha, or my economy no, say no missy, amenovomo, because as we speak, majority of South Africans no are unskilled. Yes. Majority of them, they are unskilled. In San Juma, omunye. And omu kasa omu tebiano, omu sansu mpe juma because of that apartheid system na holding. And omu so lazy. Into juma other foreign nationals be ba be no, or no South African or tikrumo no onye. There be onye say juma no. Enya de obeye because of no if you are all benefited free healthcare or one so government etuaneka. And also, I mean, housing deficit every month be ano. I mean, the man. Until omoto no say be adwuma agidi adwuma no omompe. Because we are no ade ba ko pe wo. Yes. Ade ba ko pe wo we are say o dan ka o be sorted. Na wa wo ba na government and so e support o aka at the end of every month. We say kroma mre bi san komo no e sha say government no be so ba. Obey, she was which you back. I mean, it's all kinds of common. Yes, Ghanaians, you see, and then of course South Africa. So man, the citizens over there enjoy. It's only lazy, but the other African nationals no. They are doing the job and they are making sure that they are being paid well. Eh? Ghanaians no with your mobile, no. But who say the freedom fighter leader they didn't come off a care with didn't come with the whole video lecture we didn't come say almost 10% of them and then legally. Or more permitted papers and I was saying but then according to the Ghana High Commissioner to South Africa and run the interview according to him he said 80% of Ghana phone don't mind 300 you fancy 280 dear no more papers legit are able to acquire at the bar South Africa through a legal means our more papers near Chrome legit. So even kwa se mu tuo mu de mu free South Africa enka emremu no eno kwa se mu de mu free krom ho no ba but as we speak there was second batch e was say ye ko form e de omo ba but mamingina ofan we su na menda anasa membo sam okujeto ablakwa abaso mo no picture mo fan to so mame na mine na ya de ono abo ya de pa what say in the last decade. When you are talking about some of the ministry, I mean foreign ministry, or more this is one person that I was saying Banabaso. Because since I say Ghana for it was some of the countries no or quick. No I necessary, I mean processes. Not your maba. Quick, no in common. And that he is making the foreign ministry visible in some of the countries to me, I feel some Okujutua Blakwa, he is doing very well. Together with John Dramani Mahama, Enra, and Komodo Mukodi, you know. Now, utie South Africans, now, after you know, almost also Daniel Muhu Amanakwa Koyese, to know Mutu Yendi from Mukro, and say, Pamo Pam Africans, they from Mukro, no, and Bibia, they want to reset their country, and resetting their country, you know, it was so young Africans, and na later on more reset here ya sanso aba in common mood no and twasum. Now the question that I'm asking this morning is what should Ghana also do in retaliation to Nyamana Ekoso South Africa no yes any more day because a lot of businesses were empty in Ghana if you honor Absa if you honor uti omun common even Goldfields now what that omun lease esun ya akoye omu renew na akwakoye nkomo bi e wo hodom no mo hu so mu si woni di nkomo se papa ye bo the videos see omu minister yi embra no be lobby emfa mo no munya renew no for another 20 years on betu sa mine no like yenye omoden South Africans omo kroma yen pam omo ana omo business wo kroma no yen close ya na ehon komo na me bisa wa wo hweme ne wa utie me edi free baby bia wo hweme edi free betimi afre na onye edi nkomo one mampanyi edi nkomo e wo ha no mampanyi onye den odo so enclose omo shops ana on close omo businesses wo kroma na on pam South Africans no enfimfi kroma enkwa na nkomo no eye nkomo bia wo se won so frɛ na o kire wa adwen pa e wo ho no ba me de to me ade bi belong to South Africa bi wo krom he bia no e wo se etwem e wo ha no they don't belong to be here no serious Ketri because you cannot bump into someone's shop say nipa no legally onkra nkrata papa say okra nkrata papa untimi nko ne shop enka nche ne say ne sika ne niema ne investment wan invest e wo wu krom no sebi onfiri ho no monko. It's not done anywhere. And you cannot accept this fact. You cannot accept this fact. But I know pay, you know, you ever heard now so wafre, now also what the uncommon no edi abra, e be phone lines na ne mampanyi, and so etimi edi in common ewa ha. Ketri.
Ghana must go ni bi na SCA no. Ghana must go. And say Ghana so yes South Africa must go. Saying ena ade no ebekọ akoye eno nti ena esese abrebia ye tolerant ema ye ho ewo eniema etise mu maestro fa kwabna menu brai na
kwabna menu o free takwa. Good morning.
Morning man.
Hello brother.
Hello. Pacho MTN ne South Africa for mu company ne de Ghana for na eduma. Yeah, be any apamomo. What else?
If I trust her?
No, we have people better than we politics. So I guess why?
Omega say politics.
Omega Ukraine now can MPP for the show and everything. So I guess the other one.
But Mabna o free takwa yenti wanope. Good morning. Hello Mabna. Hello Mabna.
Yes.
Aha, good morning.
Morning.
Pacho any man penyi ni nkomano pe.
But South Africa for na mo apam Ghana for. Someone more Ghana.
Be now hapa.
Yes, we am pam.
Yes, we am pam mo.
Yam pam. Yes, we am Mla Ghana. Someone Mla Mukrum.
Aye. Omo reset omo country no nti yemra you could bring business you.
Yes, Ghana reset nti yes ye.
But that's Mabna. I have for in Kase Maminko na yini. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Any man penny in command pay.
But your family Dramani, make us have Kasim.
Okay, yini command Dramani.
But South Africans now Ghana had yes, when you are so cool.
I was hoping you now.
Yes, when you are so cool. Because what my Ghana was here, my field, yeah, or Bianco Kundia, Essence, South Africa for business, and I say Catarina, I'm so cool, Krum. And I know.
Matia Dramani.
Mate,
Oman penny, to Dramani, no say young catty businesses biana. Young
MTN when you not come
when you not come, and any
Absa Bank
so come.
Hello, baby, say Ghana for na year djuma o ntia pam o mo mbeden.
Oh,
e mo pa djuma for fry.
E don't hear say no.
Mo pa djuma for fry. No bi ono so na djuma o mo gunu no ono so e ba be start from scratch no ono so nya den.
Oh, but Keshe your more government na baso.
Oh, my ya.
Emra mi hu say omo 5,000 Ghana cedis.
Each. Any part 300 na buy no.
Yes.
Obia 5,000 Ghana cedis.
Collins Ufre Edi Free Swami. But yes, sir. Good morning.
Bacho, good morning.
But you be aboko there.
Yankopa Dumboko na also.
Yankopa na Dumbi be aboko pa. Yinti wa no kasa.
We are no. Adibisi, let's say, wo na fa wo so take decisions want take action bia if any who sadori ye wo no eye wo ya because do mo no omo ye no mo so mkofo ha mo companies wa ha say MTN after that kind of thing na eye omo de wo kroma say kayen so ye start ye de yesu ye bibeti omo because no so oba en South Africa man penin ko kasa fa ho se no mo ye nenye munjai but on say up to now mo ntimi ka teme pa bia fa ho
okay
ti o se yen so hwe na mo so yen so attack o mu bi no mo so hu se de mo de ye no ya ana se enye ba cho me da se
yen so da se pa fatal ofre edi free ahafo kasape yen to nka anope good morning hello fatal fatal hello good morning Mr. Fatawa homa no enyina so sa emfa mame the ketche yen to of influence na me din common say 5,000 Ghana cedis each musan so mo provisions and then yema kakra government ayade o man good morning no
morning
why say biya boko there
me patcho nyame adom biya boko
ano pe ne man
pese me basu kakra
yo ene man panyin ni komo
yo we de me dam asese mama me akwanya ichi obia ye kase pamo a unse omo no adwuma no ma de omo do adwuma beko se ye yenso ye hia adwuma ye hia adwuma pa ye nti omo de omo MTN no mo no ma kwa ye boys ne se ye be ye adwuma ye pa adwuma bi nso asa ye na de omo de abebi wa ye san apamo mo se ye dwen ho nso ne ye hu si kakra me nso me wo kanon
but as if mama nko in Kasa Central Region na me nko di enkomo e wo hodom hello good morning hello good morning me say in Kasa omo network no enyina so ye emfa mame enti onsan so mfre na ombra so no ne mampanyi embe ko hello good morning
Yeah, good morning.
pacho online no e wo achiri kakra nsanka obetime twa ho aba hardly say mete onka wa hanu okay enti moma no entwa no mbra kwabna ofrefree Central Region ye ni command pay hello kwabna ofrefree Central Region ye ni command
okay chief
okay
I say kakao and South African amoya hello okay chief and pay the church mo bibia kakao South African say South African amoya na ye omo pan Africa na omo South Africa bia me no kombia omo to mo company so mutu ngasa mo di companies ni na yako yo so omo pamefri Africa ba no bia nkwane bia ba obo de bia o nto mo se MTN na banks na omo wa yin na ejem enfan santo so omo se se bia na e kama dia na mo sa dan aba fomo di man e se omo mo igno so bia sa yin na e sa dia o pameme me se na ma invest o pameme na ma ba dia o so invest wa me se de sabato so omo tu mo fe jmani play anko because e jmani mo kwa ya je onko fo mo tu ma ye jmani MTN onko fo ya de mo so mo tu na ye yes sir omo shana abanga na ban on tane na team na se ya bi ya kam damas
yes sir that's a pa kwabna that's a pass of friend and mampanyi etimi edi nkomo ma me emfanto anim say Bison Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics omo na eboa emedwumedie we no etimi e de abro no mo se men kan cho say mo a mo de mudwumedie ne say mo kra niema e de free abrochiri e de ba na mo sanso de niema e free krum hanom ekọ abrochiri no mo se men kan cho mo say omo bie omo apono no e de ato a omo e free obibia say omo mbra na omo ne mo endi nkomo na business no omo ntimi emboa mo na bibia ntimi nkoye enti omo no niema bia pese wo kra de bibia say home appliances say eye niema bia pese udi ho nkomo no omo betimi aboa na onsoso no wetimi akra oniema no e de aba niema no omo de ba no so no e fa legit niema ekwan so na ometimi e de abronti Bison Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics semen control say bra no mo no any inkomo. Mame kwa homa no so na me ne oba gifty any inkomo. Good morning oba gifty.
I'm on you.
I don't pay any man penny inkomo.
And it says South Africa for your movie. Yes, so the Omufamo no Mufa, yen use for the NCBC the because the MCN in a
Some one no pay grand BD. Ose some one no pay grand BD country. And ose government and shedan kase or pamo mako at this moment. Ose Ghana no you believe in democratical system of governance. Say even po oye foreign national na so what woman mu a na say owo nkrata e kire a immigration I mean omumra na kire say wo say what na o man ni mu e be ma na tenem but so woni nkrata let's say illegal ways and or the abade a eno no sa nkomo no e de ya na ebetimi ahwe na ya pamo e de we free kro but South Africa for the cramp no e de so bo hu mu kro ma o me say oba gift we because wo hu bi wo baby a wona wo hu bi wo baby a wona I'm say we're free so Abdallah o free to price so ye din command pay Hello Abdallah.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning. Ye din command pay.
Hello. Yes sir. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Ye din command pay.
But South Africa some person in kakakra.
Ye din komo kebi.
Yeah. Acho the course of South Africa no. Yes sir. But the course of South Africa enye ne mo Ghana na de ba kunti a mebuni na ayidini na ni say yes so let's say baby yansu yes select ya ma ya kasa empeni no petitim muni ade so ayi obi apese obeso etia the ad companies no made me be a waha and the be ya be one say omo hwe no mo form nsanto mo aduma ne so na omo ndi hu komo se ne be ya bibia ebe kodia to ma san aba na ma ba be o mo aduma because ye tu kwan no bi kakra ene ye nso ya ba se ne course no na enkoyi boss you know hwe no mo tu hu ana mo na emwa ye nso mbagu no because ye ntumi na ba bi fa akosa anya aduma ne ye obi tu kwan ntino de air course no omo hwe no muntu ana mo na bibia en koyi mai sakra mis no kan
Yo Abdallah yeah that's a pass also with me frey mami ko so menya na me ne ofori eni nkomo anopo ofori good morning.
Good morning.
Ye ni nkomo ene man panyin
kasa ni ma san yawa microphone ta ku kwansa da ma ne se omo ma si ya ne aka se na ska ya dia ma no mo dia business na yen so yo Ghana na ni eduma ya no mo ye ma se ma so mo ne ma mo 5,000 na yen bi ku Ghana ha ye ni eduma ye so ye mo ye
oze ofori oze omo de no se bi omo asem na ahomete
yes we wa some how yes we wa so Ghana so ye
no kre yes we wa asem ha but un se wa unue ofiri akwantu mu na se bi wan fa bibi amba na ne sika japade a wakoye wakwantu mu ode atade ba ko bi efi South Africa aba nse ya ne mu odin kakra se ono anka se bitimi establish un se eno no emu odin chain wo ase bi uti krom ha wo ye wala tu wala sa kakra wonya ne mabi ase bi wo ba bi ade utito it's not government ne bi be sa me de me hu ne se ne kwan so right it's ofori yenya abotre enti wa me kwa oma no so na me ne ya nya me che eni nkomo anope ya good morning. Hello, yeah, good morning. Oh. Yeah, humano, I be oh. Yeah, good morning. Yeah, ente minka. Say yeah, ente minka dia. And the manifa Bison Imperial Global Shipping and Logistics. Omo ahumano entuja. Na also so untimi and from. That be intimi ko ye from. Iti from it was 0246 760 890 0246 760 890. Mami ko Kenya say na mene Yakubu eni nkomo anope. Yakubu, good morning.
Apache, good morning. Apache,
Ene man penyin kasa anope.
Yung pacha nkomo ya wadatuwa na mpesa mechi na majun kakra.
Chewa riminwe.
Pacha, ye Ghana for ye no maybe one my young Ghana for it.
Oh,
I want to say maybe more can say MTN, you ye juma or until the kid mana DNA be. No, you pan ye no. Omujuni omo. TS ye juni. A kwanya omo fa so omo ye juma omo gu bi company omo timbe juma omo survival no. Sa ni so kum dey bit ma survival. Omo ye bi to last years and last 2 years from Nigeria. Nigeria for big more than 6 hours. I don't more pleasant back aside. Nti wa anyi bibi sa ngi so mo a untimi. Anya ga fra anyi kwano foreigners wo Europe fo bebre wo no. Ade ndo mo ntaka mo. Mo me fa na se for na bi fo ntu ana mama ye basa almost be hu se yesu ye nipa. Ma twena no.
Minua nkomo de me no yare fa. Okọ Nigeria sesi am no kase ya ShopRite shops wo ho. Omo ebubu no achese enya asem ketwa kra. Ba me ko Pristia na me ne Ima eni nkomo. Ima, good morning.
Good morning, Master.
Se bia boko de Ima.
Nyamia do potential.
Oh, nyamia do bibia boko. Ene man panyin ni nkomo no pe.
Oh, we do another thing. Na South Africa, and yet, but we don't know. Almost today, yeah, almost one of one will be outside. And moreover, Timofona, I don't the greenery is more company. If you say a bit more, this is as I able to run my show. But I want to you yes, no, about it. Now, almost never go to the because majority of the youth they are working at the activity. And Daniel from the US so we don't so we keep
Yo, Ima. That's a pass also to me Freya. Obuama bibia to be call ye. It's very fun to him say Millennium Construction Company Limited. Say men control say moa moye contractors na musi dino. Makwaje government contractor musi dino. Millennium Construction Company Limited. Ewo edema mwate. Oko omaswaya omo blocks, omo iron rods, omo building materials bia just oko omitimi edi amount. Now so wetimi dia kodi udwuma kama pa edi amount. Omo say men control say omo nsase no esanso so legit just a manson bia enim ene obekwa koto asase wo baabi no na manson kese da so a ye twe ho daare e wo court omo se men kan tso mo nsase no legit de hia le se obeba na wodi omo hyehye so na watimi twa wo sika na nsase no watimi afabi e de esi wo dan na bibia etimi akoyi enti ene Millennium Construction Company Limited eni enkomo na bibia entimi nkoye ofie ne sa dada that's all person o renovate ya Millennium Construction for ebitimi renovate ediama sanso na pese obo dan so a Millennium for say obetimi aboso ediama almost sanso 2-bedroom houses 3-bedroom houses almost sanso 4-bedroom houses ewo hono ma obetimi aboa ama wonye bi ato na obetimi ehia omo ewo Bushen na Yas Junction na oni omo akwakodi enkomo omo running promotion no etimi pacho ko na kojibi wo de se wo kona se usika no krampo no embo ano a enye omo nye hyehyeye yetria ne kakran na ososo no efaje wo de efato baabi na bibia entimi nkoye enti omo Bushen na Yas Junction na eni omo eni nkomo from e was 0244 274084 0244 274084 nene Millennium Construction Company Limited intimi endi nkomo na bibia intimi enkoye emfama sanso na me kan for Gifted Icon season 2 at the amount season 2 we no street edition a eno no obi biara owo street ne so no you ka street na mote kasa no obi biara wo so say we rapper say we singer wo de adoma chede na Nyankopon edidua omo no omode anso obetimi aba na wabekire obobre ewo audition a ebetimi aba pa ewo Fache TV and premises a enti wuti fie o trending o pese we say Sarko de o pese we say Stone Boy Kofi Kinata o pese we say Ken Paluta was never give up and see come be the bed no it's Gifted Icon season 2 no me pacho be kanfo e de ama bra na be fa forms o de oba fache TV bantama main street e ko konfanoche no Jenny Presby sorry da no eni di nhwe ni mu oba pe o de buza se o pe ababa wa kama pan friend say Lina ene ni nkomo na onyi forms ni bi emfama na utu etimi fail na bra na be se oso na nyum to no obetimi atobi ama bibia etimi akoyenti gifted icon season 2 no ye hewanim weba na mete wo pampe na mehwim na na emetimi akoye ba freestyle no so a besan so e de amount e wo honom na bibia etimi akoye AD Auto Rentals se mingi nkomo no na menka nche se ene no o car no se ufri abroche na aba se ufri Accra e na aba Kumasi se ufri Kumasi na ekwa Accra na wo pe cars ni bi e de adada ho a AD Auto Rental se menka nche se omo cars no e kama pa se Land Cruiser se Range Rover se Tundra so Tundra na osa form a o mesan so am driver ono betimi driver edi wako baby bia opese woko business trips baby bia wako bia no AD Auto Rentals se men kan sure say eni omo eni nkomo na uba Kumasi ufra broche na uba na opeke bi edi adada ho a na omo so etimi asoketo na nyema etimi akoyi edi ama opa ewo hodom na omo se men kan sure say boys na mo pay for shege reasons no boys na bese mo top pressure on social media bese mo top pressure de ma girl na watching no foforo no abeso man who say yes also no ye guy no pacho bra AD Auto Rentals aso ye na bechi cars bi na eni omo eni nkomo na bibia entimi nkoye emfamo enti edi omo eni nkomo na bibia entimi nkoye me wo birthdays a e wo se me ye edi ma wo pa na ma mention ase na Kojo enrolling pictures no emfamo we say happy birthday to Kaakyire 6Am worships at Higher Life Assemblies of God Church happy birthday Yafama Kaakyire 6Am sorry Kaakyire 6Am ene your birthday happy birthday ewo honum we will say happy birthday to Madam Ama Bodua ti Madam Ama Bodua also yeah ma happy birthday Nyankopon enhira na onto onkwanim na enhira no enye kese pa ewo so ti Madam Ama Bodua wow na ho fe pa ti Madam yama happy birthday Nyankopon emwa na bibia ntimi nkoye when you say happy birthday to my son Joel Asamoah attended school at Pearl Royal Academy at Abidjan Kwanta class 1 people from his mother Gladys at Saudi Arabia inti Joel o mame e was Saudi Arabia friend Gladys or say you wish you happy birthday inti Joel nyini na be panyimpa ene nkoda na omoba no dodo na inhira no e wo mo so nti won so no mesre osuru inhira no e de maw se obetimi aba abe panyimpa e de amanye Joel Asamoah o mame Gladys or Saudi Arabia say young wish you happy birthday Joel celebrate your day today we also every Kofi Isaac Denyame and the buy we say happy birthday to Rita of High Life Assemblies of God Church it's a Rita our Higher Lives Assemblies of God Church mame and we show happy birthday it is sister Rita and that's on ho fe ba kokko yes enyasem keto akra it's odi ni birthday okay and happy birthday to Dinah, a teacher at International Community School and a member of Higher Assemblies of God. And Madam Dinah, no. Hey, birthday is among the back room and the Yasem Ketwao. You be shame. Catchy, what did they do, my uncle?
I'm for Miss Doreen, birthday, our day, Emma Nukuna, no pay dear, said the Madam. I dear woman so no, and yasam ke 20 year to your book, Madam message, our day Emma Nukunu any. Also 5 years of togetherness has taught us love, strength, commitment, support. It gave us laughter, sadness, fights, and resolutions, but amidst everything, we're still here sharing strong bond of love together. As is our prayers for forever love, so shall God do for us. Happy birthday, my love, my king and hero. May your days belong on earth. Amen. I love you to the moon and back, and nothing shall separate me from you. Happy birthday once again, Akwesi. From Miss Doreen to my incoming husband, Nana Osei Jr., aka Baby Jew. enti Junior one Miss Doreen ene mu nyina mu UK abrochimemu Doreen say oma happy birthday kese pa enti Fache TV fo nyina ma no ayewa ha ne yakunu ne ho ye ne Miss Doreen na atena ha mfie bebre kwesi se nyamede no abeka ho e wo UK ti anopai ye ka Miss Doreen ho na ya sere nyankopon hira ene enkwa tenten ama Junior se onto nkwanem na omawo enkwa tenten ahode ewom na wakoma so ade nyina onye emfa amount Junior happy birthday anopai afei yesan e de happy birthday foforo Emma yenua akua sechiwa wono so esom ewo higher life assemblies of God say no de maestro ate afi ho enti de eto aso biemu no eye maame abna nyameche John maame abna nyameche John yetafra Princess Tracy ene wadi 12 years anopai yema happy birthday nyankopon shiraw oma wa hoden wa kuma so ade nyina nyame enyema ade bia wo dream wo aspire to be in future no nyankopon no mo na onfa emawo oma ne wo hwehwe bia da ache no wonsa enka enti maame abena nyameche Jan alias Princess Tracy happy birthday enti anope yenuanom a edi wo ma wo dan nyina ena yate afi ho no nyame emam enyini nche di ahoden womu na enya nyarewa bia na osika kakra obenya ato no da bia na de tomro da bi enti esere nkwatenten ahoden womu efi nyankopon ho de ma yenuanom nyina anope
Gina birthday we so na yakacha o se yebetwa ho aba on ye ba nkomotwetwe no ahanom na airshare se die free South Africa nkomo no ewa sanso na e-levy so nkomo no ewa ha ye bape Abraham Alokore media practitioner ono beba de ne di nkomo sanso na Dr. Abraham Jenfi enso beba and Mr. Philip APJ so beba na enyomu nyina edi nkomo ewo fache Daybreak morning show with me Kofi Frempong ewo ahanom eti twa ye ho aba ye bape ye de nkomo no ehye so de ama
out a visa. It's the laws. When you go to China, there's laws in China. Why must we not have laws? South Africa. And to all the leaders, you must not be scared to tell the truth. There will never be African unity if African leaders keep on sending the young people to come and take the jobs of our young people. They must look after their own people first. And call me any name in the world. Maran, I'm telling you today, if you don't have papers in this country, you must go home. You can't come here. You commit crimes. You are not documented. We can't find you. Tell me, how is that right? How is me asking for people to be documented and to follow the law, which I've not written? How does that make me xenophobic? Now South Africa must always be accused. If it's not genocide, we are xenophobic. The leaders of Africa should ask themselves a serious question. Why is it that your people are running away from you? Before you call us xenophobic, you as a leader must say, why are my people running away from me? They must be around you. So I didn't want to come here today and lie to you and read the speech. That's very beautiful. But the fact remains, there will be no African unity if countries don't take responsibility for their own citizens. African unity must not only be in South Africa. It must be in Sudan, it must be in Ethiopia, it must be in Zimbabwe.
John Dramani Mahama, who values the lives of Ghanaians. Today, the Mahama administration is demonstrating that wherever Ghanaians are, we will make sure you are protected, your dignity is respected, and we will go to the length of this world to bring you back home safely. On behalf of President John Dramani Mahama, we say Akwaba to all of you. Obake, Rainbow, and we want to thank all our partners. The Chief of Staff has been very instrumental in mobilizing all of us to put this evacuation together. We want to thank NADMO. We want to thank the Gender Ministry. You've seen the Honorable Gender Minister here. We want to thank our international partners, IOM, who are working with us. And I thank all colleagues at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, including my own brother, the Honorable James Jachi Kwesi, very hardworking, very dynamic, very supportive. Today's welcome ceremony is fully packed. You are going to receive psychosocial support. We have psychologists, we have medical doctors, we have nurses here to take care of you. That is not all. President Mahama says that all of you should be given 2 special allowances. One for your transportation. So there will be a transportation allowance to wherever you live, wherever your homes are, whoever you are going to come to. And then there will be a reintegration allowance, a special package to help you put your lives back on track. today we send a clear message. Ghanaians have a caring government. Ghanaians are valued. Ghanaians are loved. Ghanaians are cherished. And if you mess around with Ghanaians anywhere in the world, thinking that they are orphaned or nobody cares about them, you are mistaken. And you are making a test of yourself. We will always care for Ghanaians. We will always carry the mandate.
Because Senor Noah, and Casabre me, and Gaminim de BIC. If it was so, said your more boy who buy a share and swab betting nano. Ye catch and than I say, one in the bush for even and penny for a cow in another, and Yami and Silla a mom, and I want to
see what South Africa, or Danona, and he said, or you say, I or you are Minister Modimabedu. It's Papa said, Amamudina Aquaba, a fear and a fear. I almost said, you said, Ayakayaka dear Motfum, at a tin your house, and yet at the Kituma, and I will say, Mafa no Gunoso. Now, so Tinyaka say, oh, now, dear. Make that way so. Mama, Obia, senior minister Kayan say, Ghana ni baby, so woman on me, so Ghana size. Now, we should say, Ghana, my any president, no, Tawachi, our BBM. Make that so. Now, Madam Minister of Foreign Affairs. And then independent for open ministries. The High Commissioner of South Africa, assembled by almost only Dubai.
Say, Ocean Yamana Ecoso, South Africa now. It is giving us Ghanaians and the leaders of Ghana. I mean, is it giving us a lesson? Say, we need to do our homework well so that our people will stay within our country and because I'm beginning to think and feel, say, it is time South Africans no come no mood say, Yanso Yankoni Yanko Yukrumu, I was say a fan serious. Because if say at this point, an individual will travel outside the country, that's a one call Europe, one call USA, that's a South Africa, a Cambodia. That means the country our problem. The same way we can create job avenues. We can create some certain things in Kebiti Niabwa. Ama yankro muku muhanumanka akwentu no nka esobete so otu kwan de akọ Nigeria, so otu kwan de akọ Kenya, so otu kwan de akọ South Africa, so kodi pan nka esobete. But here we are, yamai no some sectors within our economy no intimi nye ne ye etitembia no e wo setimemfo no etu kwan na omudomani eche baby ekobo ekobo bra no ewo honom. But no yenkomo no bezi ankasa was xenophobic attack ekoso ewo South Africa. They say Ghana for first batch 300 and rather nyamiadom with the help of the ambassador to South Africa and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Kojo Marfo. The first batch of these Ghanaians no ababidru krumha no bedru ye no omo packages no na very good from the government, 5,000 each and omo de emma omo when yes say kan nkom mom according to the government no mesan so apebibi kakra e de aka ho any some food staffs kakra omo san so de eje omo kwan a obia e de konefie akope bra no etimi e de abo. So in common na ye ba be say what should be the government response? Government, no, Ghana government respond to these things near course of South Africa, yedi yankro fabano. Government saying yen closing down South African shops and the South Africa business in our country. And I say yen take key action against South Africans. Oh, yen kruma na yen mo monso enkumu kruma na. And I say enkomono. I was say ye femu aba na yen so ye de boa ema impuntu eba yen kruma na ehon komono ewa ha. The son is Mr. Abraham Alokore, a media practitioner, or Hadma Meneno, a Babedin Como, Sanso, and Mr. Philip Danso Apj, or also a socio political commentator, ono so ewa hanoma mene no eba bedi enkomo se mrebe mu a Dr. Abraham Jemfi eba beka yensa wa hanom na ono so yene no atwetwe enkomo ewa hanom babedwa for mama kwaba
enia
ba se bia wa kode
ko
pardon na ho yie ma fa mo so
kakra
Abraham de mene na obana lightness the skin is yes but Mr. PJ my mention say also do you see this threat from South Africa say I was say you take a quick lesson from it now you build your mind and I say I mean I was say you join Samanako
when say join Samanako say the uchi do mo kana omo pa kire say your mind na yetimu ne papa nti na edwane bom de ko krum de ko sisi o mind na me am sure ah in South Africa na group papa sa de e group papa sa na mo pam ye kra de akade no lie mo so sa na mu nyina de tia na mo so mote na ade ne say nukuri ni wa hwehwe o man yi na say ni bo adwuma bi ye mo ton wo nukuru mu a ga mba kontu okura no ka onko e bi otukwa na wo ko excursion bi keke e bi a yesi USB bi si won ma wo hu da wo hwebi no asaba e de sika wo mu kurum hayi sika wo mu ka na kurum han mo bebre ne no du so ko tren brochiro
dabi
o ye ni business e de no hodo do kakra na se no hodo do kakra so me ko brochiri ko ayi kata me ko Dubai akoda mo ho aba ka vacation won mo asaba vacation be 1 week ni me ka na bo chira ahwa obutu America ha but bibi ni fie na so ho chira wona se komo ho de ya eno na wo ko fan zuzu business ruwe wo ko fa ruwe na da kopie US eze no komani be na do ko ho na akoye economic refugee ndoko bi aziga na wo ko o wa hwe wasetrem bi ekom kakra wo na no kore ne se kuruma na dwuma wo ho no ma boys mpe ade o broche di obeye broche di obeye bi ko da broche ne busu ni bi ni ho be ka se adwuma wo ye di na ko school wie di wo ye di as akoye ferry then na met US as o Britain dia obi ani ene ne di obeye bi a ko se ka da so bi twitwi we sika se me ka ho ase na the South Africa for ye no me twino ha se o pa je se before na ya ba ho no se Nigeria for na ya ba ho na se bia ga na for no ma ko South Africa o me na ba dwuma ya na ne kunu se o ye ni ha obi a meji dwuma nya complain bebre na se South Africa for na o me ye ni ha me ga so mu nyina udi me ga so mu nyina but bebre no mo complain say obi a ba dwuma o mo ye ni ha o ko US blacks bebre mo complain say o na Africa for kura ba no ba dwuma ye o mo ye ni ha bebre na ye ni ha
o mo pa dwuma
was one krum na woti na what certificate ina wani abezo o pa dwuma carbon dioxide ma be nya dwuma na jam ano ni asem no uno ma mitifi ono aduane so ni abezo obedi a carbon dioxide be ba me afre dwuma obedi jam
dabi
idi wanga za wonye ready dia na dwuma no wonye na ade ne say so obi aba wo mam na ne krata asem e o de ba ye legal madam na kwaso ne ba ya wo as a citizen de dia pa na wo a obedi mapam so obi so bana so afam na kwaso na oba no be wura mu bia oye illegal immigrant no aba enya wo citizen na se de so na wo che no ekobono na wo pam no ya ban na se de ndu wasem bia eno aban koka in the South Africa ban na ngasa no kure na se afeli kakra e week
so in common do na ibisa na say na Ramaphosa president of South Africa and in common we no say immigration for na nkidi san ko but then freedom fighters march for march movement omo na yesa jumedi no ye bo video bi wa ha Fakel
okay
on a leader for freedom fighters no omo na lead sa de na no mo sha no mo pam Africans dey feel so I'm asking say now no has it been to a point say whether say papers legit and also papers legit crime no I was say pe kwan so you two free krom ho no ma
sa na mo ye ndi ze wa wo hwe winu interest na better say wo be fo elu predi abani bela saka de abani no dwan aba Ghana was all legitimate kura wo papers kura documents kura na omo pam e dey so mo say business na ade na say South Africa ngasa omo problem na start enya ne o since time mo nya independent 1994 sa xenophobic attacks dey BAC afi BAC e kama esa afi BAC and you ten channel says African Union no kure na ye adwuma na enya adwuma African Union akọ say I say you be friends say talk shop keke ye kasa
e wo kwa
eno ano no ase no ba na condemn wo no ye ti baby say de ko ba say malifo ne e Burkina Faso ko yiku eze o ekuwa for say ye ko ku omo ye no mkoko ye ndi ase ye ko zi say
angosi hwe
kenken kwa ta na ye yo bifu e bi suba no kenken kwa so I we dey see wo Rwanda me dey example say e bi dey ekoso 1994 who to sine to see this man who to see betum to see na dane civil war genocide
genocide papa
within just 1 month bosome baako no community pe ko be 800,000 people
yeah
na OAU to ho no wo hwe what wo hwe because OAU no mte o de emre be hwe say sovereign equality of states so man bi ade no wo de ho so na se wo nya asem a wo ho adi wo asem nti obi o tenchen na se kru bi o no tenchen ka se e ba be wuram na wa be kire wo de se wo ya na se ba be tian na se ba be hwe no ma ye asisi de ko so na se wo utimi sisi ye de sa mra ne to honom nti anko intervene obi anko ekum nipa somewhere 2001 ever 2002 now omu transitions no I don't know me antwa yi nti e be sesa OAU e de ba AU African Union ne de mra be him say chakoba se bibi ikoso o man bi mu e ye nsanfo no mu de mu kum nipa African Union na fa atomo so ommeko omo de asrafo be ko sojafo be ko na ma cost pon do kwa na ho no buza won say eye adwuma dabi
eye adwuma
they are trying to people so keke and e tie baby akwaze asem ne ba na ye nenam ho a ye kaka ye nenam ho a na abetena se na so peke de ko so West Africa na emrofo tama na emrofo ho no ma no mo ye bi e friend say apartheid system emrofo no de control bibia o omo de control politics
yeah
omo de control parliament omo de control economy tikafo ni nyina na ko emrofo
abrofo ngo
omo de apartheid system no ba wie ya bisi 1994 before beje fire ebesin de e ka tikafo mo South Africa omo emrofo
me abrofo
economy nanga say friend economy of South Africa na emrofo ne control
abrofo ne control
e di busa won say e before no mbuafu no so South Africa fo why mo ne control economy e broni na oto bibini no no ba no ala bi no ba be ye pejawie mami koye liberal ha e bi no ba be ye na wo mu na wo no ba be ala na oni abre nso no no ngasa control economy de oto ne be ade ya usuru no ko no fi obekum okutatu no asafa ye before na bia ye bodyguard ama
don't we believe say apartheid no emomo e feel relax senka un say during those times say yenkruma ye colonize ye no bibisa ankoso enti na ye ankasa itimi fight ye adwuma e de hwe ye ho but then this is a system I say na work no omo control bibia South Africa enti ebe ye den na semete South Africa bibia kenyame say mi nkoye adwuma bi mfesika bi embra onye sure say no na mo yes so lazy e wo krom ha no mo ntimi nya
mi nyame nka ne sa
because natural amwan kaso mo mpa adwuma
enipa su enipa say o su bebrebe me nka say mrofo no na ma mo ye lazy sa me nka ne because at that time no mo ye apartheid system na ene buru ne beto adwuma na ma bi ni adi what I say ko yo
adwuma de ba
say wo so onya adwuma buru ni ndi obuafu na anya adwuma kombekum na ba bokraka ense anya adwuma yi ni di enti time no de ense na ebufuo no so na mrofo no juices na ebufuo no so ense na baka no hu say time na ebufuo no so na mo ko atia mrofo na abivuo mo other African countries na be ka ho bi e be support wo e mo mutimi kutia mrofo na mo dwo mo fa ho di na de say mrofo na mo control economy na mo de politics before the control politics the friends business and economy ni dey amrofo na dey control na anga na wo ho no mo aban na oban na se nko hwese sa abufu na wo ho no mo dey kutia amrofo on ba ye se abufu na firi ho o ma ntime ye firi ho sa ano ne ha wo ade ba kwa ya na ha mo South Africa we say Nelson Mandela wo ya de pa ba de midin ho ya kakran se aba no odi ba ko pe no ka se de bonsa nko oro no ni pa ka se abufu no betime ye firi ho no say bufo na no mo abrofo no and there is o transfer dey aboyeso no esa nyi wa get o kindergarten o akozi bi akọ primary 4 na endokọ bi ni bi endokọ si ho no and bi ho no mo ye bully na akọbu obi o primary 4 mo nya primary 4 ho no ma akọ hwe no ho abon de mitimi ne nko do be hwe mo na akọ hwe ni nua bi o kindergarten akọbu na shi akọ de fo be ka jose friend no displacement ne buafu Mr. A but Mr. A ho odene then they make akobu Mr. A ni aketo na won work in Nagati e before no South Africa for almost South Africa from here before no on bo fu mrofo na nka so control economy no dada but omutimi nkobo omutimi nkoyo mo hwe because na yaba ya de o minor shemonsa then they even cause here before mo aba so mbedi pa ano ne how
mo so na mo ba ya mo ji adwuma e girls
one age the girls one age mini ya abai no South Africa ni week Sane me koso nyina so hwa aban no heda ne bibia concrete ya
dabi
e je say odisi anu kwan ho
dabi
de bia eba ni aka ho asem a edu baby ko no mo shi nipa edu baby mo de type ready mi shi nipa ti ne e she nipa ko ne ahye no na aban ne to ho
that was 28
ano ne asem no.
Sa 2 weeks dey na no dey.
Ama odene. Na we no aso no e be kwa asa godu ho no.
Yeah.
Na saban ye week sa na idu bia na kwa say democracy no kwanya adwuma sa. Na no kure ne so peke democracy ankasa. South Africa for democracy no e head an nyina years awo.
Omonte ase.
Omonte ase yi. Na abam so omonte ase yi ne kura no enya adwuma years a.
Okay.
They ka the democracy ye adwuma just say when you strong parties abo na say esakura 2 say the organ na no. MPP ni NDC. Say ya ba ko power. Don your opposition be strong be na challenge no. What check ni. Ope ke South Africa yenzi fo nkwa na ajafa edi omo maka na ko eze omo ye no friend omo fisisa edu kan bi kura enim ya de so mo medo party bo no obetima win election ka we eye platform be ka se masa ubedi yesu no ntimi nya hwe na ye kunkum manfo na ye bo manfo mu mfiri so ya ko ba se abamu panifo kura atenchen no ma ye din no mo nka bia ta na beba to ha obi an friend Julius Malema ya wo South Africa ono afu no we ANC kura no mu koye otene party ne kasam sa ne kasam eno abi na din tokwe we ba eno abi na din no fabric attacks no sa kasam so how na person wo kan court so how do you say bi aban ne nyane mayi na Ghana fo ne Nigeria fo be dwuma afa court na court ne compel aban ne say omo ha no ye illegal ye mpam wo mini promise we because to be a South Africa first. So South Africa because South Africa first. Na so Ghana because Ghana first. But aban na we yi no Ghana ha no. Adwuma ne say be ma Ghana fo hotoye. Eni that Trump because America first ya onye boni bia. And as we illegal immigrant na oba. Na ka say obi person no enye afa mara kwaso na aban di kofie. E kina no person oba. Afa mara kwaso aba. Ene enu no mo ntomra. But ne say enye wo adwuma say when I be kum obi and I be bu obi na azo be pam obi ya ban adwuma ya wasrafo idade na wonya ma ban aban no so tra wono ye hwe ha na say de bia ko ba say timamufo na aja kro na fa na wo bo amanfo a na ko say democracy no attaining into what we call mob rule.
Okay.
Mob rule ne say obi abufu na say bibi hano a o ma na yizo na ko bu obi kwa ebi de si okrum ye fa say mob justice. Say o konfo ye chi konfo keti a menua once the ground he be bunaku boy e bunaku ni mini ne ma bebre one be de ne ko police for we ko jano e de na ma mun he ya two e de ko police for grass no ma nya ne ko court a bi ana judge ne ko jano e de na ma mun he ya it is a mob justice si bi a obi chi konfo na say wanfana ko police station na wanfana ko na de bi obono a na zo kunu a e kire say confidence gidi onwo oman no asrafo mu omwo ajadefo mu no ekofom ta na kire o edi mob doesn't listen e say gidi ewo aban ni mu ne oman ni mu say court fo betima yadwuma yi judge fo be yadwuma yi anaze police fo be yadwuma yi ekofom edi na me chi obi de na me bu na he ya me mafia no ano ni asem no se South Africa fo no gitum na se o maka se o omo mo free other African countries na aban e na e be yadwuma afa enu di e bo omo a o ba se mo gidi ewo omo ankasa aban ni mu kura na ekofom e say omo party se omo aban na ankasa no aban ni competent enough aban ni ho nya din enough aban ni nim ye se oye e na wahwa he ha ma obi abewura mu a obeje adwuma aye asebe aban ni adwuma obetena wo he ha ma obi abeje adwuma aye ase da meka no obi anko de obi adwuma nye se wo a wotu krum na se wani abezo be adwuma na qualification adwuma no ebe mo aye na ibi so ka so we ne ye mpam South Africa fo mo zo Ghana no no kuri ni me nya ne sa sebe woni obi a sebe na adwene wo fo edi nkom as a same one wo kana timi ka bihia no as sebe wo zo wo ha kakara ndi yese se wo udware as sebe obi a na adwene abefa wota no de etumirika kwa so fa ho ahuru mpi nkodi nachi ndi zo mu di nsemfo a eme nga so anu nti yese obedi nsemfo no bi omo de akoma na eye ye nto ne mfa adwene nto ho se se no moye ba ye de ente side mra na ye adwuma okuma se obi bi pese ewu ebi o business bi se de bi abobodi na se esa ban no renew a genuinely no so mo nyamfo so obi o mo nyabo ni bi na so renew why not
mo renew
but your profit is yenzu nya de your tax is different from what de yenzu je kakra na gara for motom
yo ba me ma dog ebi aboko de akwa abanso me ba ho ne ya bedi nkomat ma me call Mr. Abraham now Kojo to Blakwa assemon the International Relations Minister of South Africa concerning say Yamana AC was South Africa no is quite extremely disturbing. na also omohwe niema na omoye ni. Now, should it be a point say Ghana inputting strong measures concerning the xenophobic attack ekoso ewo honum in our country? And I say yemfa say because almost so eye ni ntino yeso so yempe kwan mi so na yempamo omonkrofo mfamfiri krom hanmana.
Meche tie for na ya doma sisa no pe bi o ne yidi dwumadi. Ni di kan ansa na me asema wa bisa na no na me ka kire mi nua se amay omo ebibrim ha nyina na Africa ha nyina no say oman foforo bia na ye de ekoso South Africa na nke enye me wanwa no kre no nke enye me wanwa na ekwaye South Africa no ye di kan me hu dwiri me eye me wanwa pa emma me sanya mi diareho mi mu se un se wi ase ye okasa bi se ti bia bi a wakomu pen no aya na wo mu entiase e wo mu nimde se umfa bi nye unia bi titru ti bia ekoma de ahokere de oyene ene ohaw ebrew South Africa yo man a for infie be aduanan 46 years between 1948 to 1994 abrofo di omani ekunkum omo ema chese na omo tebia omo timu wo ma man mu ho no
na reho
sabiu na e areho to the point to say ebibre mu ha nyina Africa ha nyina baben adwen baben krum say kwan bi omo befa so bia boa ama South Africa etumi anya omo anigye age omo ho afisa nko asoma omo asase so na abrofo adana omo nko ano omo yi omo ho afi oman bi te se Ghana ni akoti bia bi se mo English abrofo be di yeso ehye ye nye ya etumi ye ya age ye ho fi omo entem enam se ye ni enim oyawa South Africa ekomu ntine ye after ye na independence ye the first country sub-Sahara African country to gain independence no your committee not just resources but their friend diplomatic avenues sa breno na your man penny Kwame Nkrumah you be odimunya bibiri ma ko wiase afa na nyina na nipa e ni die ni obuo ma na ensem this time near cool be a friend Organization of African Union CCI from EU na Kwame Nkrumah a champion South Africa fan who di any sad friend apartheid omo kasem no omo friend apartheid say yimu abrofono eyi omumu de bia broni ko no eni South Africa ni ko ho ye wonwuma bi ho abrofo nko na tumi ye bibini o South Africa tumi nye bi ye wo schools bi ho mpa eni South Africa ni ko twam wo mpo no wako so da say obema ne ba akobi oman bi te se Nigeria podie omo de omo ye chen de Ghana ye no Nigeria de sika eboa eye African National Congress I show no di South Africa from ANC to the point say do maybe in the 60s Nigeria shemra obi ano ya ban dwuma ye friend public servant no waketu a woje no ye tibi for a fund bi ano mo friend South Africa Relief Fund nti omo jeje sha nto wani na ade tuma na Nigeria ban di ama eye omo apartheid activists say Mandela mo na omo di enimu
those times
na omo tumi anya sika e di aboa omo dwumadi e betumi ama omo nya omo fa ahodi eno achi Nigeria bufu ya to the point say 1976 Olympic Games and then 1979 Olympic Games accept you in Olympics the amai call ye ko pay gold medal ye ko GNE ye ko si akan adi aboa oman na ma oman na agidin Nigeria anko because of apartheid ye ko South Africa me kama ye nyina hu emwa ene sacrifice amai te se Ghana ene Nigeria ye just to make sure say South Africa be fi or how I know boom. He said, Sebi omo ye bi before to say ye. Tini ehu ye ho e wo omo tibia no mum no. Na Ghana akobi muda yetumi gye ehu film 1957. Nigeria akobi muda omo tumi gye omo film 1961. Nti why na nka betumi ahu eyawa na South Africa ikom chen ye sa aman. Then so South Africa nya afa ho die 1994 yɛmfa sɛ mfie aduasa mmienu mu ani 32
years ni
yɛkae sɛ asetena pa ma refi ɔmo refi saa nneɛma ne nyinaa ma ɛnɛ sɛdeɛ na aborɔfo no sɛ ɔmo suro ɔmo ngye ɔmo ndi ɔmo nya ɔtan ma ɔmo no South Africa sɛ yɛ bibifo a yɛso yɛ ne ɔmo nyinaa asɛ no ɔmo ne gyidie wɔ yɛ mu ɔmo tan ɛsɛ sɛ nyinaa yɛkɔ baabi a yɛde yɛfi baeɛ Omo lead saa nneɛma yɛ kɔ so South Africa saa groups from march for ne hwan for no
freedom fighters
wonim sɛ ɔmo mu bebree na ɔmo wɔ school saa time a saa nsɛm yi ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ South Africa ɔmo mu bebree bɛɛ school wɔ Ghana ha ɔmaa mu ha Ghana aban ɛhwɛ ɔmo school ɔmo nti ne yɛsisi international student hostels wɔ Accra na ɔmo mu bebree ɛhɔ na ɔmo ti ɔmo ntua dan ka ɔmo ntua nsuko ɔmo ntua hwee Ghana aban san ma ɔmo yɛ friend stipends mpo sɛ deɛ ɔmo betumi anya nimdie na ɔmo kɔ ɔmo man mu ɔmo de akɔ akɔboa ɛna ɔmo sɛ Ghana fo pɛ so akɔ South Africa down akɔ South Africa down baabi a ebibifoɔ no dɔɔso paa no wokɔ Johannesburg a Soweto on the outskirts of Johannesburg na wokɔ hɔ a apartheid even though I am no structurally no the way South Africa, omo development, omo economy ne fashion, apartheid fashion.
Even when it comes
Johannesburg,
to omo economy.
Yes, Johannesburg on. More or less like an L-shaped city. All the major places are adan fair etikafo woni nyina enye bibi. Say bibi ni bi mpo ho aba ku me bi o akọ school o ni business bi
kakra bi no.
The other side ni nyinaa ukwa yen febi we ye fi e ho ni adi na ukwa Alexandra ukwa Soweto ebibifo nkwa na ni omo mpe school ko omo san ya akwadwofo ankasa me na me ka kire o de me pa acho kakra bi mpo na omo akọ school na asebi o so omo pa adwuma ye no omo de friend sense of entitlement omo say oman ne ye omo de na abrofo na abefa niema enti they expect to say otwa ni abefa ni say be ye adwuma wi eni so ono sorry so okwa akopa adwuma
that is omo
mindset no omo de omo ye na omo say abibifo aka ne ye agi omo adwuma te ka so obi gi ade afi won nsem a na ade ni crowd da wo that's the truth mean to me gi ade a em crowd em fi won nsem.
So don't you think
that is the truth.
So the truth now with the Hong Kong, don't you think say in 94 Moji independence no? Now was saying Nelson Mandela a year or mindset in what you may because a mental problem.
Winning the biggest disappointment at South Africa for penny for no lead this ANC no. On says Starman na British for ni yes so no. Na omo fa ya yenkofo ni bi ni ama opposition to enya opposition and am say utumi ni bro ni de nkita hodie na omo hu omo so omo ya abrofo ni bi na ya kana ye di eso na de ohu sa pepepe na after independence no ANC for no ehu omo tumi rise to political positions ni ade no abrofo no wo kam omo nti in a way they were prosecuting the agenda for Abrofono, all the major and then all the major companies I was South Africa in and before ni oni. Gold mines ni again, I Abrofo any oni families money ni Abrofo manufacturing sector. Companies say, oh, member MTN, ShopRite, ni the Kika Hunina, Abrofo ni oni before.
Yeah.
All the major Ain't South Africa before no money be or why I can ya kwa koji a few months more. Inuma no mo sisi so mo be take you ba no he ma menka asem nchiro ye mo just 1 year Ghana for ne Nigeria for nyuma no mo gigi fi omo nsem no omo ntumi omo begu no na me ka kiro so akọ South Africa da na won say de before ni si eti o man ni ho a
omo ntumi run business.
That is the point. Omo ntumi run business dia omo example omo show omo business asi enko nani so ti omo say Nigeria ni bi Ghana ni bi aba abeji shop no oye saloon afimi enu achi we fi sa shop ni makwa akọje a main store on one of their prime street afi abrofo ko okoyi omuti enche obai no oni car wato BMW we're moving from a small apartment bi no team e bi Alexandra no akwa upstate Johannesburg baby a o ya kan akọ abrofo ni mu pe na ni ahya ase ebre no meanwhile sorry anim de oye onko adwuma obene nam no o saa Ghana for Nigeria for shops na omo ko hokọ series kamera me catch ro wako South Africa ko barbering shop omo be ba be catch ro say pay them tax for say onya aban nipa o bi omo bebre na saa no omo fa so edidi omo ko Ghana Nigeria Ethiopia for njuma no no makojo wi anu aiden e na omo wucho oko so weta street case na ade onye adeketwa
then I think international then I think South Africa law enforcement and kasa a problem or no.
Unim law enforcement in a problem with South Africa. In this particular case,
because maybe for a citizen of South Africa to walk into a barbering shop and demand for a tax,
no, and yet tax a chin but almost fan crime almost fast the ADD. So about my friend, you know, give me tax. I grow no idea. Also, no Ghana for Nigeria for the same year. Obama Obi. Wouldn't say the echo so more. A state sponsored activity. Our president Cyril Ramaphosa. All pre-election in 2024, about the second term. A part of the campaign promise for them South Africa for say, Omo ni man. So say a big brim had there. A bind via ebe to me
yeah, jobs.
So Shomo boss say, Omo ni nyuma or South Africa. And before Oma Kamu or my anymore, almost said you, Omunya documented, quite almost fast or my no, and farmer quite. Or back Pamu Munina, na said before no, or Pamo Muria, almost South Africa for no moon, no money, Juma. Meanwhile, said before any more money, and South Africa mine at Yamo. There so the Intino, and no Nama. So Asha, Disha Sina, on was Ramaphosa, the foreign minister. So I can't want some on can said ye or more than you. Your kind of so munya butre na omun famra kwan so because said you one and masam na a instigate is idea. Yeah. Oh. Now will be say Ghana yenye den and found. In international diplomacy, you're afraid to be reciprocity. Oh, I can't say. Moma yinkujano na some told me no or buy. He said you will be a ma on Sana associate the ocean.
You expect the same thing.
South Africa for say Yabejo Munuma. Ye committed crime, ye bonny a woman, meboa, into Yinfi omumem. That's almost so ye to your mem, and I'm a boy. No credit. Almost omunji in Yuma. Empty and Uhi. The Omo and a gun and being to me nana. And I say shop right here if you walk Kumasi City Mall. South space no money, the Magan and if you almost to me Koton Sani man or motor. That is the point, reciprocity. Say Ghana ni bako, I'm a South African ni elusu ejuma opportunity one mema. Sana South African ni bi o had the oil and also Ghana ni bi ho kwan. I am an in day own to me. Nti ade say yeso ye catch on to almost on call moment talk to you. A mammy no muli the back near friend Jacinta Zuma and Victoria Africa say Queen V no Queen V. So almost say ye into omo pese and omo pese ye buy a meme almost say no omo clan omo jom almost some omo catch and almost say yam bry a meme. As a woman, na yam be ye man
almost said danem
commando almost say omo pese bi brim ha man na aka no bi akwa ne man yi na yin ne man yi e be ma abi brim ha no ye be di mu ya no ye economy be kokoso meboa aden shop right omo to Ghana di no omo South Africa emboa South Africa na omo teno omo man ho emboa MTN se South Africa phone kwan na use a na se Ghana ya GF omo nsem na ye de ahye Ghana ni bi nsa na ya sesa din na omo de na ye ho na emboa omo yeso de na emboa ma ye enkwa ni mana you see ye wonyema bi wo ho a Bible puka se ye wonyema nyina ho kwan na so nyina na edin e mai ana se e fata on the matter. Se South Africa tumi adum pempen so a almost say illegal immigration ma menka e ade wi ase be bia ye jintum e no de e o ma bia won mra nti se okotena obi man so a emro ma hyehyɛ ne sɛ ɔyɛ den ofa so na ɛno mpo no sɛ wobu so a yɛwɔ kwan a yɛfa so ɛyɛ den ɛka no sɛ South Africa police ɛna akɔkye Ghana fo bi ana Nigeria na Ethiopia fo bi sɛ mo ni nkrata ma ho kwan sɛ mo tena ha edu mpɛmpɛn so ama wi enti na yɛne maban edi nkomo yɛbɛhwɛ ne ya den yɛde makɔhyɛ maban nsa na sɛ bi amaban betumi aboa mo ma mo nya nkrata na masa abadia that's different but when the ɔman ni mu nipa sɛ bi o tumi bia nyi ɔmo nsa mo nya ban mu nipa edi tumi ahwɛ ɔmo sa so ɔmo betumi di sɛ adwuma na edi
sɛ adwuma no
and sɛ bi esi kɔ no ma me nka nkyerɛw sɛ aman na aka no anform na yɛn si form titiri ɔman bi te sɛ Ghana na yan reciprocate the South Africa yɛ now in the next 2 years one hwɛ the ɔmo de bɛyɛ not just Ghanaian citizens but even your businesses ɛwɔ ɔmo so man mu no ɛnya de bituma adi egyina no teme de me de edi kan maka say Ghana aban the no ɛkɔɔso many J one of the few occasions I'm feeling so proud
as Ghanaian
to be a Ghanaian they say Ghana aban ehu sɛ ne man ma ɛwɔ ahohiahia mu na wotumi ade ni mani mo ya aboa akoyi omo afisa ahohiahia mu ma ɔdo omo aba sɛ bi omo yɛ nuanom yɛ bɛsan agye omo yɛ ne omo ana na yɛ wɔ ha ɛna omo tu kwan yɛ den ɛkɔɔ yɛ by ni sɛ ɛso hɔ a ɛsɛ sɛ Ghana man ma South Africa fo ɛte aseɛ sɛ yɛso omo so pɛ tumi no MPP sɛ ndi so omo pɛ tumi omo hyɛ yɛ bɔ so omo bɛma yɛ nnwuma omo bɛma yɛ economy na ayɛ strong omo so nnwuma na ɛwɔ ha na sɛ bio omo yɛ nnwuma na omo sesa sika nnwuma na sika na de kɔ omo man mu yɛso yɛ pɛ sɛ fa sɛ nnwuma na ne yɛ na sika ne tena omo mu ha sɛ sika ne tena omo mu ha nipa 300 di omo di kan be aban betumi abo omo mo ma ahye omo nnwuma ase ana aban betumi abie nnwuma dodoɔ ama omo mu bia eden enya adwuma akɔ I am all for reciprocity. This is not the kind of revenge here obi ayɛ wade na wayɛ ne de ebro de ɔde yɛ wo no so reciprocity ne sɛ wabɔ masum besuma bɔ wasum baako ma mbɔ mienu it's as simple as that honestly me de eni sɛ Ghana yes sɛ Ghana yɛ gye ahohoɔ yɛ wɔ abotre ne de keka o nanso sɛ eni sɛ obi ateki yɛ leniency for your weakness
for granted so mu wɔ na me nkɔ doctor doc sɛ bi awɔkɔ de na nkɔmɔ de South African nkɔmɔ de pa sɛ na bi yɛ karo so de wɔ sɛ yɛ the same thing at the money omo but na me hwɛ sɛ nka AU Ghana betimi anya some framework bi ewo AU anka betimi abɔ yɛn so yɛn ho ban and other African countries are almost so betimi face this xenophobia. Do you think it's quite necessary for Ghana to have a framework policy ewo AU sɛ be ya I mean AU and so de bɛbɔ other African countries are say enya South Africa kwana say Kenya that's a Nigeria that's a other countries and no betimi aboa se na be ya omo mutu kwan call other countries se be eco plighted for mu trade no sa enkomo we no omo nkotomo bi.
That's it. I think say I've listened to my colleagues from submissions. Me you'll be when these things happen. And I don't want to portray what Ghana has done so much for South Africa. The reason is I say Timamubiniti, say Ghana ye say no my say ya. On Mayor West Abia at the brine side of Abia or no so Intino, yes, South Africa should have been the country of SID at any of the African countries. Yes, as we indicated. It took all African countries to support South Africa. Intino, South Africa was Nasibia and whom any other African country nipa bia. And we be around and say whatever support to be no. As a sort of man. But one thing is, we've heard theories of conflict. I didn't talk about and say, me pay mensan can, will be a new who saw no one mensan can, no, your anger goes to the person. And yet, one thing I yet with Nipa. And until I still believe, say, the blacks in South Africa, they are losing touch with their own country, and they are losing touch. And until my dream, you almost say, be a woman before now, abaninti. That they are not getting what they are getting. And no no say be more just as indicated say president no Esho so say we no more there will be vacancies. In any case, you must say Ghana for when Juma Ben no more. A Juma Ben Ghana for as African countries Juma Ben no more. Many sure said they are on the government payroll.
No,
catching so quiet. There are going to be vacancies on the payroll. I do my best. Many sure say construction firm or see the one company penny sit down or tea. Ebi a woman source one your friend say. While 2 hours an asthma. It sounds a Ghana and who to call construction site, you know. When you and me answer into Ghana and Niqua, there will be vacancies for you to sell one. All that I see, they say, the thing say they are not getting what they have to get. Into no, whoever is around beyond the anger need to. But there will be some of the issue, they say. A chroma, any the early leaders were more agreement. Not the Ankeba Buaye the AU. But trust me, the AU has failed as a union. Yeko school nani achievement of AU. You say what's the studies. When she AU, when she achievement. They say in our young members, say can say young list the achievement of AU ni say ECOWAS na. Nini na be dia in the past. Currently, you were AU were ECOWAS. Obi to make us what na so or we in the table sian ko bi na ECOWAS so AU da so ho obi until sometimes you ask say mpemfo ni nyina no what are they for but trust me when musuban ya omde to omman mu no eno one na omde occupy positions in the AU near until nothing new will change and say Ghana can say Ghana as a nation compare ye ko AU akope framework me when na ebe preside over some meeting and who can be here when the say whatever United has been implemented. Trust me, there are policies, there are laws that AU could have prevented this. Intimidate for and now policy be framework for be in the year here say we will be able to prevent some of these things.
There's AU leaders in the and I say the organization itself na weak.
You say and I say obi adini it just say what ya be no. I'm not sure say Ghana will be no BFB so president we and no we want to reverse it. It will not work. And not media. All that we need to do as a country, they say, we thank God they say they have come. Who be Samia? This is what I'm taking it for. Okay. As for mine, any young man in such a way say it will be even demotivating say you travel. For me, I am the last time I met this Obika so buy na Ghana for to I was very sad. It is not something that everybody should pride himself and say, Waba, I'm a new for a to quite Ghana for Mutu Quanquabu, some coying. A day non coye, one co school or coye Juma and a prosecute for health. Is it not possible? Say, but to mean straight, I hear mine now. So be quiet, maybe I'll call for a short period, be an answer, say, you'll be bassett or bound for Baba to join your home. Yes, you're quiet for the dream who will be. But thank you for you are there for a Juma. In this year, when you ha at least economy na year, me assure say, Ghana for it will not be this much. Let's see Ghanaians every day omudiki at the various embassies. Omo kwa hefa.
I don't say it will chrome na will be catcher say the nurses for grenade hona omako ye adwuma. It's a government na na the omoko.
I say, but the point they say, are you saying say we don't need nurses here? It's all because we are saying we don't have the money to pay them. It's a train every year, they are finding baby. How are we even sure, say, or more protection? The only assurance we have is a state in the Jomokoye, and until more security near VBN maybe will be a
different.
State will be responsible for all this. For me, AU should be out. Again, I also don't subscribe. For me, say, or say, any revenge. Fine, that is him. Say, I also believe he said, you should let South Africa know, say, you can make your country, your people, you can make their life better without hurting anybody. Ghana, we can do it. We can make somebody's life better without hurting anybody.
In what way?
In what way, they say? They are here. So that we can expand the economy to absorb all of them. And when to say, to me, I'm a Ghana for Fisa Kabai, a Juma Manaye, Emma William or Honey and Kana. It tells you, say, you are being foolish. I don't know if I've used a strong word there. Say, when you uncle Nikurum, what to me, and Nikurum for what to my own soon call for Hono, wa mo obi wanti obi mom da so te ho a na sabi as a president sabi we yedi kwasa so I don't know say no so we can do it. If that man minim na adwene there and I don't know say no the typical Africans na kasa no mo yes system no omo ma ba nyina no are not people who believe in this Africanism no because else like this president because officially who effort to be a why Ghana wouldn't have done this. What the offer Ghana as Santifoi Kumasi for sorry on course or to shop Kumasi police at COCC Opama Kumasi for so we Nigeria US and to the shop Ghana police baby host is here to stop them. So what prevented the state apparatus in South Africa to prevent Sanko for said they are more is against Africanism.
So
it tells you say
the president himself made that promise. And I will say amanyofo akwa ni pebia say ahokyerebo omam na ye be insase ye be blame omo no oman ma na obi de show omo pe na omo ho ato enti say oman ni be blame ono president na naban no na o say so omo de sha other African they feel comfortable enti oman dey videos ni de break so o hwe BBC ni ade a omo bo Africans na omo police for ni gina ho enya so omo ni they are there omo say ye bomb from omo nko
doctor aswan
enti for me we can do it better. Ghana there me say if you have Ghana into me the nyame ayeye no we can do better. Empire me born say the Benyan leaders are ombebo motim for say aside all ombetumi focus on expand your mind no ama mind man edi yi ama South Africa for who say I think Ghana has been a place to turn all this.
Yeah.
At least we should teach South Africa a lesson, not to equalize any work. But at least, yeah, to me, I can mind for only. Who call UK, who call other countries now? I'm not sure, say, we call Europe, be my country here, work before someone sound comedy. Because in Crawford, no much of they are living good into crowd banner. Who are you now about and come in any way? That is the standard we should go for. Say, Ghana, but to me, I am money, I'm will be a more turn, so if you come cry now back. One son obedi. South Africa is becoming a failed country because when to me I hear mind for no moment man you must say ubinti in a way to me amobra which is a failed country and for me it is very unfortunate that you get an African country abroad for and say sometimes not Ghana for so abroad for na ha chair ya and kebegwa South Africa has given examples abroad for quite no which I said Jimmy they have given that example because abroad for na what chair you know for Jimmy intino anya broni in the bay you amount. We can do it ourselves. And for them, as we be our brother, they are so relaxed, they are not using their brain.
It should start from the mindset.
It should start. You see, they can. So we're doing my some for some year, Juma. Me not sure so you see of a company and could be your point. And I'm sorry, or Daybreak. How fast good tables are one signing. It's just because they are not working and they are not using their brain to turn things around in tea. Omugo Bibia said while you're over them and actually Nipan has taken advantage, which is not the case. South Africa is becoming a third country, even though Sabrofono hold here. It tells us that Bruni in another country developing. It is us. Until they learn this, South Africa will continue to be like as it is.
Until they learn this, South Africa will continue to be like that. Now, I know you just know the movie Eddie call your second topic, and I know you have been common now. Before say you begin come with you can catch us say e-levy no mobile money that's MTN or more app and some software GGC that's the mobile money fintech limited. Now know that 2 days ago SND I mean messages edible via phone to say from 1st June 0.75% sika over chain edi free or bank account edi about wallet mono or more ebetimi ate edi free usika no so I don't know Emma Ghana for him sure because no being him saying e-living okay are scrubbing off as saying my system moving. But then yeah, to say we is not from the government, but then it is something from MTN. Not almost per se or more. So Bank of Ghana every day no say there be Saudi we see at the bar at the problem can say and never it's my suspended even before say parliament. Now omakodi a home come our parliament. Sandra Medoka say Emra Bank of Ghana at the krata tin aba. Our mutual say or suspended. Say you made in free 1st June. Nanka MTN for fintech 4% ka almost say 75% and I said 0.75%. Eddie free we see came to say oh choose the free bank account they about to or mobile money more. Na say I mean yati say sikano e de free so ho nkomo no e wa ha no but the minority for no di nkomo say other way government no try indirectly pese o san so reintroduce e-levy no bi esan so de ba na omudi nkomo no omo hold press conference omudi nkomo hu no asem ba ko mbusa ne say enti so simple no kwese government be so the e-levy ne ba sen ka minority more power no and am the e-levy ne ba yo ba mususu say e-levy ne ya de papa ana mo bua na economically no aboa mo man no etimi enye sika na say government esan so de ba sanka ka sebi to me no nka enye problem bia but then enye government na dey ba mobile money MTN for and e di hon komo enti ye di nkomo no say is it true say nkomo na minority for need no sanity government no makwashe MTN mobile money fintech for na chi and on person almost answer the ban no more test waters say Ghana for ebisum and also most what is saying na nkomo no is it here ewo how do we start PJ
Winia, but as an American, me can't get to be a far South Africa, any especially African Union.
About 2 minutes.
African Union is weak because one, many standards. Okay, African Union, one of major aim back up and say, make sure say, communion can be a mamu, yeah, friend democracy, and human rights. I want to be jint into my power of Africa. Now, what can I say? Me, say, and major aim, one of your major aim. Who we are not Africa, so we are qualified to be a chairman. In the business, Muammar al-Gaddafi was a dictator for 42 years, or chairman. Robert Mugabe, 38 years, Zimbabwe, or chairman. Paul Kagame of today, but transfer about 27 years since the chairman. Idris Deby as a child, no child on, or chairman. Who can you know say, oh, be a democratic leader, be chairman. Be a dictator, it's be chairman. I don't stand on the say. What's the promote democracy? And aside that, no, it could be a Nisika a week. It could be any sika be a week. And here for could be any waiting. And there no correct.
Is it EU Niska?
It is got now who's gonna go for me go there. Go use now by the ground and go baby asa. European Union yes strong in say Musika. And I stand on here say Ube Remua, our democratic state. As an Ube Remo more level of inflation against the water. It's our own man. But Africa there no lie, be at me rumbi, be at me leader. When you there can was somebody say wallet to bank 0.75% yeah MTN for some day ban said o man no focus o na be 11 na no mo so go dey be wurum no kuri MTN for no some day ba but na say we push am say o na MTN for ba na say no mo some day ba o a businessman na bibia say profit na ngasa na hia mfa so no e kosoro na say obi say no emu ye de na emu yedu o sika na e kosoro ndi obi apese e be ba say de bi obi nya more profit obi nya fa so be and I will be number so okay service now with them man for any product now they ban. No baby any part how copper and as on top of her. No your mom to there now. But mom to a broker an example do. And about partner brunation. I heard about about 5 cents. 7 cents. Then you go to Matangana. A could be a cacra say, I know as a ash. I said, yes, I had a dead cacra. Would you come in the board of 5 cents? You're not talking about 5 cents to become in the boom. You don't remember to know. Afford it. At for the Omo muton ko so sana boss yo omo obetima tesoa numere na adukodu to no o kwa no otu indi sana ini party say ekoba service na manfo MTN for provide no be na isumumu no say oh this time gonna manfo nko bank za o o TV no transfer zika pa na koto na account obeso if account no transfer from bank account pa na beto no mo so ina o take a crave ho no ma obinya sika indi as a business entity ndi no target. But I say, I'm going to say, yeah, and how be baby. So it's a maximum of 5 cents.
Yeah.
Even if you say, oh, transfer more as a percentage in number 5 cents, maximum of my company 5 cents. In the assisha, assisha, yati. And the kabumono, I quit cabi baby. Typical example, I say, Tamana, a school fees, of course, I can just school fees. Headmasters, the school fees in the banner say, I buy and prove beer, money 500 cities. Why no 500 cities, 50 pesos. 500 cities, 99 pesos. 500 is 92 pesos. You do go to another question, to one city home, go to one city. Okay, couple more in the baby 2000 no school more now. Yes, Kakatua. But the 200 more in the baby 1 year. Yes, got everything you could do fees. It did not have because always chat, but it's Kakasi. But someone yes can not a bear more profit more. But some of those MTN. A bind your tax. A bind your company be a tax. In the profit margin kosura. Tax na wojin says wojin the 10% based on the profit ya. That's in the sika same kosura. O tax margin so be kosura, which is about to be next come.
Yeah.
And the end up buying a day ba. By a moment empty of woji. That's the person no so a buying be kakra. And you know
Aban benya kakra.
Aban benya kakra.
But I think so before even the introduction of E11 ne wo hoda da.
Oh, they been
they have charges, but it doesn't cover wallet to
account.
And
then you know the one is if you will transfer from account or bank account about now bank matter
1% of it and almost so by 0.75. So that's what I'm saying is before even the introduction of E11 no nasa entity no charges no e wo hoda da
e wo ban say na bank na
ba na nye network no and net.
So now bank bet na network no
so right now no indirectly that means government will also have something from it.
Oh for sure. Say na ban na dey ba say dey kan dey nya ban na dey ba but there is the company nya more profit mu nya faso bebiri ba say omu faso no mu nya no mu sika no mu nya no edu mira ban kwaji mu tax so nya 100 na so be 10 Ghana obeji 10% say be 10 Ghana. But when you 5,000, that's about 10 Ghana. That's 500. It is when you more. A band is kind of going through on revenue, another tax revenue, and so cost. In the band with the cacao. And into now, opposition first was, oh, when you 11 now, almost a day by. Now, what can you be say band say 11 crown almost a day by? Tax, dear, buying here tax. I'm buying here revenue. No, currently, Mahama might do something for 11 bar. Was at the bar. The question about. Was there no normally a campaign as a buy from EBF? Na mpa o ye fru those are kotamba pe yes and then na opposition hu hia no do mo ye gigize as ya suspend Bank of Ghana for sim say oh ya hwe 102 mun ko don for now in the way just say abanye at yes the Bank of Ghana mo ye dwuma mama mo ye dwuma Ghana don't be na say emwa na so mutimi step in na in the way no o ma say we face no mo say no Bank of Ghana nya politicians o ma party abanye mo na benefit from that particular agenda. Because OPK and BB, my country was NTS one a day. What kind of side as one can have? Don't for the moon yourself. I know no answer. Now, then, say, so your opposition party, not say, they be a bind idea, but not so be the idea, but oh, a ban, why are they? Question mark is they do a ban. Oh, yeah. A ban idea doesn't mean the trouble. Indeed, the abandon baby, another baby, and so a buying a pay. Watch them in hours a buying a fee. And no more person quantity as a bind a day, but what do you mean can depends a bind a day because a network in a day. And I say customers na you deal with. Maybe you be any more Ghana say MTN for na market na full.
Yeah.
And then I mean ya now just say yempam
because o pam mo a
minia
services no mu provide.
Some music group hanom no. Say me cousin me shana mo party. Now ko to SIM card. Ghana Telecom SIM card it me line a whole day in the
yes.
Na the board dey mobile phone. Obi tim ko di line ya dey san ya age number. Dey chana san ko. Bibini na neton, ye krum ya fo ya na neton.
As at that time, you touch 200 cities, 300 cities.
Imagine that.
Those times.
I couldn't buy the installment pack.
SIM card. And the coba say space for buy no mesin dey. Yem fa adwene mera ho. Am ko university. SIM card for you come to the show.
Yeah.
What the chow we na go phone na. I feel now better credit to. And they constant. And
this can be.
And this can be. And then na me two baby am me say ah. And then na easy to for pay mo meter obre ho sa. But the meter na ngasa na wo je man zipe o. Then the boy 2000 kwa wo je na wa 2000 wa je awi abeya wo.
They was in here.
No was no go na this can be. In that na ma no mo go na available. Na nyefu. Any pan imagine ntem. Na illegal connection in free ho. Because oba echina wan fa ma no oba na wan fa ma no. Edi be boss was metwa so. Na fi onu akoye connection. O da kwoto aban di no o twi di free. Enti no say kaze e pam mo dem de nukuri na meni menu anya adwo no. But ye make sure say sika no mu nya no. E gi percent di bo ha. Ade ba kwa na e ha me say foreign companies no mo Ghana ha no.
Yes a percentage ye ma munye du.
Ye ma munye du. Na e san fa mra bi kura mra say foreign companies no wo ha no. O profit na e dey a o di be ko kuru. But e say o di percent di bi to bank wa ha. Ye nka say e gi. But say we bi wa ha. E ko ba e ka be say omunya profit ni bia no ma do profit to ko. Edi e kwa ko develop mo economy no.
Yeah.
But has no benya sika. It is a break down so you better tax all right. But we sika na obenya no. O profit no. What me repatriate profit ni na anko. A certain percentage be the sort of to bank e Ghana ha. Na bank na Ghana zone imu yidu. na omozu tumi be ama loan na afi economy net
but
ya jahano ya mana eze o when your profit dey ko ba bi ono ai no na ko ba say edu ba bia na company no betre first company wo Ghana ha no na be a foreign company ama no tax holiday so if you first 2 years first 5 years no afi no maintain your tax but we can say be on better tax but company as a whole dey be on 5 years na be so a akọ free new abuni foforo ba say ko beto ono so beto no the propose about afi no mabo my tax holidays ni the tax holidays the tax breaks tax break na say ono for be 5-4 years no ono ntwa bi e be so a ko ni mo o za akọ ni double France ba say ono so beto wonti wani na be 15 years na unya tax edi esa ba na gase ni da hono mo ne be but say ekoba say ye politics ya edu ba bi ehu say e de politics no tun na gase adi we ye kan say o mining tin ye kan na ko ba di bia politics ya and edu ba bi em
so mo homa me wona yenko he minority leader Mr. Afenyo Markins the press conference away ye concerning say government and indirectly or person osade e-levy eba biem and washe dane MTN fintech for no it is ejumedi no yenko he video ne braces here.
They are now purporting to say that they are suspending the levy. Meanwhile, they had earlier put out a public notice that from 1st of June, transactions from bank account to the wallet would attract a 0.75% Ghana cedi, 0.75% fee on direct wallet to bank transfers. According to them, they are doing this suspension for further consultation. The question is, what is further consultation in this context? Were these not the same people who, when in opposition, claim that there must be constructive consultation before any policy is introduced and implemented? So what has changed? The worst part of it is that this time they did not even come through parliament. According to them, they're using Mobile Money Fintech Limited as the for these hidden charges. So whereas in the Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration, due process was followed, government made the announcement through the budget and came to parliament for a law for the purposes of this levy. NDC is using the Bank of Ghana and a private sector company to enforce this levy. We have a question for the finance minister. He must immediately come to parliament on Thursday to explain the circumstances leading to the imposition.
It's way minority leader Afenyo Markins and Kojo that. Mr. Abraham, like, do they have enough evidence to show say government in the deba?
Mamenka na Ghana for ni na ante asese e-levy in Ghana yamre musisi ame no wokase.
Okay.
And na the course no MTN send the messages de ma omo customers no enye e-levy.
E-levy.
Arehosam se won se o ma we bibia ye na amanyosem on.
Okay.
Na eya na arehose se bi obi ti se Afenyo Markins we ye minority leader. Wakusku edrechi watna parliament since 2012. When in parliament jumedie when him say Ghana mremu no company bia ni ho a obetumi di levy ato Ghana man so parliament pe baby ono atna since 2012 no omo pe na omo betumi ahye mra e de either a tax or a levy ebeto Ghana for so inti se bibia mba parliament kasafa say aban person or de levy biba na se company bi send the message e de ma ne customers na so your minority leader na se bi utumi ko gina abonten na akoka so aban na e pese e sneaky e levy wa bro ma parliament se bi na e massive se bi obi a oni ne dibia no yes sad na ebitumi di ache no banya Afenyo Markins as a minority leader because it's a false position. He knows it. and it's wrong, the wrong type of politics because you see a Ghana for who says my kind of boy. Because entrobia obetwa no kra ne sha ase ma me nkyere wade e ba no mobile money services wo ma mu ha ana say the friend no electronic transfers na you 2 platforms are yinim the friend KIPS platform na no ye Ghana Interbank Payment and Settlement Systems a Bank of Ghana dwumakuo bi ehye Bank of Ghana ase o matia ye electronic transfers na no mo na ehwe so o manage transfers mo hwehwem na afi say charge kakra bi o so a de mo friend operational cost associated with transfers mo hwe so any mobile money Ghana fintech Ghana limited and also ye MTN for adwumakuo na so si o mo so do mo hura mobile money sense to mo te sa adwumakuo ni say mom adwen kɔ mobile money adwuma no so na MTN as a body na de ne say almost this year say calls and data services ne no ombotumi ama adwen ahwe so na customers ani beje na sem na me no ti hoi dada da nyina no se sendi sika se me sendi sika ma menua account na they say charge bia transactional fee. That transactional fee, no, gifts. The Ghana Interbank Payment and Settlement System, no. Omuna operating interoperability platform. Once I send, no, you test hard transaction fee, no, and you gifts for there. And empty and atna sia no, so omo dada denina no. So send this kafiwa wallet, banker. Aya no omo no, omo nyashi ewum. Omo so there's cost associated with our activities, no. To per se mom ede some 0.75 charge bi ba so na no mpo no se sika no wo sora akosora just 5 cedis embro 5 cedis to wey purely MTN dwumadie
initiative
yes company a friend no mobile money fintech Ghana limited na hwe mobile money so na this our message na yede ema it has nothing any Ghana buy hwe ebia say afenoma can refi e-levy. E-levy on, so 1% initially it was supposed to be 1.5. So 1% na say we transaction keeps better omodie no. Na ate sa 1% no, sa 1% na ekọ aban futu ma GRE na manage Ghana Revenue Authority. The MTN sending say no mo yenya say Bank of Ghana de ne ho agim na omote a enkọ aban futu MTN na omode ehwe dia manage omo cost omo se no be bo omo matumi asave yeyi omo asom yeyi as Ghana ban no onya even 1% pom ti ida na friend e-levy e-levy photo a Ghana ban parliament pass ya na penoma ken was our parliament obi e no onim de na ebe nti eno no sana me send this from me bank account me nua bank account ye beti sana who send mobile money to me mobile money account ever me bank account ma ye beti. The only time I need to say be a wow account Ghana card yelling bank account no mobile no de yenti because wow di pano. But say na few account to say a bank transfer say a mobile money transfer echo be akay better say 1% na eno na ekọ Ghana ban futu ma eno na odi be boa inimpuntu dwuma odi yema Ghana
okay
fashion de me pat enti enya sabi we ya yema ya manyosem no yema decency no credit kakra nya den embrem Ghana buying for e-levy mba bia MTN but said you yes you say Bank of Ghana emrama ne kwan say niema bi ana say futuo bi nipa bi pese odi bibi ba na emboa Ghana manfo a omo okon omo fa so tumi sa nipa kuo ne yeden edi nketa ho say saa dia ba bi die bia mremu no uni tumi say oye ana say saa time wo de ba enya de ebeboa Ghana man nyina eno na Bank of Ghana edi ne ho agim because o kan Ghana your constitution article 35 o man no ewo your friend saying to me so obebo yin nyina ho ban fi niema bibiri ho economic hardships insecurity ni na account enti se bibi ba na say bia economically ne ebe affect Ghanaians Ghana ban wo ho kwan so eden eden agim but e-levy my that is the fact the MTN here no MTN as a dwumakuo and almost say ye pese di sika we eka mobile money transfers and mpo no omo de no say just wallet to bank transfer pay. Say wallet to wallet ayente. Because bank platform no almost incur some level of cost. So you see if you almost platform no so and the bank be platform I know MTN only to me also. Phantom what they make. I think see yes some of these conversations I said you amanyosem aside a platform a Buama Ghana for yin dear was said the on mine and sense them yet yeah and so a penny out then you could be an through the kind of minority our parliament. Now sembana said you would be a own tobo we are phenomarking or far phone I'll be to my friend Bank of Ghana and penny for over to me a friend MTN and penny for say we be now on tiash on bed on bed church macho but so be bab on timber barbecan so now if you ever pass some kind no enya no krene na said you have system
mami ko dog
and that's it Ghana politics in fact this is the second time in fact Afenya has been making a lot of statements. Where the next statement for me, I think is Oyayela. He made when they were changing from Kotoka to Accra. He also came out to say a lot of things. Party and this in Panguna for us, and he made a lot of. In fact, for me, and this is the second one. So I have two questions. If it is true, will the government go to MTN to take their money from them? If it is a e-levy, and I say MTN GGA. I buy never call was a clash music now and Baba Jimadi. And now MTN is serving as an agent to GGA basic man now. Two. So I need MTN the teleseller. Would the story have been the same?
No.
Into something that affects only one network. I don't see how that could be a national levy. Because who you sue MTN the pa in a sad year you can. In your shows a teleseller for her dancing. Who you sue teleseller?
Oh, you sue MTN because MTN na almost dominating a fintech so they control 80% of mobile money transfers.
Problem. But there are big person make an say. Then it tells you say it couldn't have been because I'm not sure say e-levy buy it doesn't matter the network that we're using. You pay.
Yeah.
With the teleseller, what do you want? You pay.
You pay.
For me, it couldn't have been a national a levy for OBR. And just as we're saying, as a comment at fine, he has to remain an opposition leader. But sometimes one year for also credibility. Even when you are telling us what is true, it will be like the usual statement. So the point is, yes, it is not an e-levy. MTN for non-person will levy. The directives by the Bank of Ghana, was it to the state or to the bank?
It was to MTN.
That is the point. And it tells you, say, Attorney General, Bank of Ghana buy and you are buying the call levy, no, a Bank of Ghana can buy train. Now, MTN no person, yeah, no levy, no, whatever to say, no, it's the train. Now, your consultation. I'm saying all these things to say, it cannot be from the state. Now, back to MTN trying to levy us like any rational business person. Baby, that is what you do. I have a friend. Menkai the last time I call bank to take his unnecessary simple. On call bank, ATM card only be. Nisika say even 50,000 na bank in the phone. So that is him. I'm sure we have a number of people who do this. It just as indicated. No more shall say or share in Kofuto do a more side na ye levy or more benyeska. It is done. But the point is say we are also looking at say wouldn't it place a burden on us? That is where the state will have to come in and say no company is exploiting them for.
Yeah.
It is a Bank of Ghana Bemo say Sikana MTN for Babejeno. What will be the impact? How is it going to affect the economy? Because yes, state it is the reason Bank of Ghana is there to monitor sound money and for a start, it is MTN for non-person or levy. May catch directly goes to MTN through Bank of Ghana. Can't MTN for the start. I'm to show my now a while and one needed. Send your may demotivate because Ghana for who's a sign there and you'll be at the core bank after withdraw the seeker. And yes, sounds because sometime past, what you call GCB, what's a GCB? Name MTN everywhere you go. Everywhere you go, when you GCB, what you call Anopa. when several cars can hear you met. What do to be pump wall a bank when you now so it's so they say, no, you're pink was you mean on Saka. Sadam no my bell, you know. I had they say, over quite to send you the some other transactions be and you hear one on one. One time for a bank. And not productivity because say a cost will be brain so very demotivating for people to do this. And not know at least they should look at it say emerald form to extend and say nipa no oyi sika na ha because 5 cedis say bia what you cost 5 cedis na store na no or the back to ho say mete tano so bank GCB me na be GCB e wo so for line ka be je me 2 cedis to koyi a me foka ko na 2 cedis dia enya me nye sa 5 cedis no and until emerald form to the sense nipa no wouldn't have any other reason to say nunti I will stop using it. When you levy, people stop using the money. And until no say cost will be brilliant. On Kobefroka, no Ghana is nipa rational consumer utility. One person akura no obe calculate this app. Obenya different no emerald form to the extent say nipa no will continue using it. And I think say once it is for them, omonya de ebe boa yen so say na ebe ya emobi nka say nunti meja yusu. The point is, it is not e-levy, it's an independent company trying to levy the customers. And the company now person will levy you should be into so many and yet demotivating for us to go to use the platform.
Now say Ghanaians who say 0.75% in the mood, Akosra 5 cedis in mood. That's our best switch the Ako Telecel. I mean Airtel Tigo. Ako be mobile money. That's say and no Momudomun Famba say or Mubetia.
It goes against MTN. So it's a business entity. It's the reason you have to be a rational person. So a cost will be brilliant. That's an alternative.
Yeah.
And already now tell us a crumple say MTN by year you know maybe now no so any
advantage of it.
Until no say MTN percent so winning market now. A year be on my name for because sika one person. Can for use MTN. But the infant say a half no 10% input. And subscribing to withdrawing. No, only will be a one person. A scale of.
Yeah.
And until they can make it so low, send them by competitive to still give them and the other opponent advantage. I'm sure say they have done all this assessment, all this research, coming up with this. And until once I make you be MTN for my name from. I'm speaking to MTN through Bank of Ghana. I'm going to say some better here. My name from me young Kodiki. Our bank will be.
Young Kodiki, our bank will be. Mami ready. Messages kakra motimi edia brain on social media Facebook na me ready emfa emmamo we freaking konyame I say the best morning show in Ghana and or the aba ewa Emmanuel can come I say good morning Master Kojo Marfo bibinti no ne wentimi amba we so free KMA Meyoba 2 p.m. Asante Mampo I say the NPP and their micro minority should keep on making the unnecessary noise. The good people of Ghana are very happy about the country is heading to. Today is far, far better than what we saw under the Akufo-Addo Bawumia government. MPP, never again. NPP, Egu forever. Greetings to Honorable Vida Ade, incoming NEC National Vice Chairperson. And also Ediaba Ewahan. Wesu Free, Priscilla Osei. Good morning. I'm watching you live from Osu. And Odiaba Frank Allo Premier. I say good morning. I'm Frank Nanaya Premier, watching you live from Kwai. Greetings to Mr. Opiti Kofi Scorpion, Koyo Suman, and Emanuela Nimo Buatin Japan. And also Ediaba Ewahanum. Patrick Imboma Zuzu. I say good morning. I'm watching you live from Takwa and Odiaba Edasepa Imboma. And Odiaba Wahano. Ama Sapon entry. And so say good morning, family. And Odiaba Ewahano. Georgina Odo say good morning, Fashe TV. Watching you live from Asante Mampo. Greetings to Kaakyire, Papa B, and all the emojis kama to Hondiama. Benji in fancy say we are. Or say now South Africa see themselves as a wealthiest country, so they will sack all the foreigners in their country. But they shouldn't forget that anything can happen one day. They will need help from other countries, regardless how wealthy they see themselves. In fact, it is not poverty and hardship. South Africa is country we travel and find jobs. This should tell us that our leaders should create more jobs to employ and reduce employment. And one of Benjamin Fancy, what can ever hand? We're so free. A war Albert. Also, demonstration is loading. If John Dramani Mahama and a chief of Takwa area renew this useless South African contract, GDM and Takwa chiefs will be on fire. Boom, boom. No, I think says I'm coming on Takwa Goldfield mine. No, and when I mean who some will see you already in common say whether we like it or not, or the foreign ministry no be Babel lobby. So there be on renewal of alliances, no. But I think say and on in Sambia. But then an opponent didn't come say the king of Cambodia. I will easily let it be the above on say or at the waiver Emma Ghanaians, Kenyans, Cameroons, Ugandans said 31st of May. I was will be a free crew honum. The free 1st of June. Air con so much will be $8,000. That was what them 2 years. As answer what can move here. Normally one my immigration officers near deploy Edward Bagana. Now I didn't be in the point say Ghana you took Cambodia.
If I can't remember, can you think of a place I need part of Ghana for you?
Was an opinion me here I mean Guatemala na Ghana.
And Iceland who Ghana for you? Iceland for Ghana for Iceland.
Africa, Ghana and Nigerians, and no to quite other places.
I don't know
Cambodia there.
Me say,
and I almost found their room there for US.
I read there for now, but me say there was no habitat area. Say the power of Ghana need.
It's true.
It was as way so.
It be baby. Now Afghanistan, Ghana for
Sri Lanka, you know.
Ghana for baby. But only me the American says, "Sani me ekosuni na no." Say ma yamanyo for etnas na omu say the lumba born you must say baby ane ha. Oh. Ese so omu man yen kanko any omen yi di ihi omu chen omu personal interest.
Yeah.
So omu be build the economy a ebetumi accommodate Ghana ni babia emba ni trimu say ese so otu kwan. Uko Japan one of the countries omu pick chomu na baby aye adwuma Japanese people. Because Japan den sen kra Japan aban yema Japan ni betumi anya bibi kakra bi ebeboa na ma ne nsa akona no obenya baby di ni tiato obetumi ahwe ne ma school ewiase enema ehia nipa na just about 5 basic needs obetumi ata ade ahye obenya baby di ni tiato obenya aduane adi obetumi ahwe obusua eno pe
obi di abase nana kwakudua say teaching English there is very lucrative job and they pay very well even teaching kids. Said Cambodia. Ghanaians no say at the tray. Now, omo the brofo here.
Oh, me TV or China no check English or school or China or
I think you say I still just as we saying. My neck can say government to be over bad but say my bench na Ghana for 2 kwan baby kwa broche. Or you failed. Say what bands now? 1 million for 2 million and you are happy. Dear, now then never say what 2 million. Now sorry, Anopa, no Aqua Juma, now a Buffy. The social complications. So would your family were no. In fact, every I will quantify now. Just because we don't quantify some of these things, we think it's if you're working there, no.
Yeah.
But in effect, I want the money cannot pay.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
Now, say Ghana pay say, I didn't pay Ghana into me. Into Ghana, dear, who the young couple on Ghana, on your be. I'm here to me a hair. And then what do we need? She said, and then what to a near say, you knew into the Kofaba, and then.
No, Cambodia, then they're very serious.
No, I'm hoping, say, all countries. They shouldn't ban the citizens.
Okay.
My countries in European countries say, in my African country, Panibia may come have you. And not Nanka.
Okay.
Nanka, young Kwalan, Nanka, your home of Bounty, or Munyaye. That Ghana minister in Sigo by your crew have, you don't spend more than 3 days. Some fee. Where you are and see her. At the same age as Nidia. And I come up with some plan. Now you're quite I'm watching. That's what I'll be looking for.
Mr. Page, 1 minute now, I'm in your baby.
And no, so the endocrine doctor, Manasa. We'll be in the private hospital. We've been in our body's Kaakyire hospital. They're over. And I didn't say, oh, pick human rights. Food of movement in the county, and I born my. But the Hammy say, a crew man, a camera was a one cobucha winnie. It is an youth and some mentality. One cobucha winnie. It will be to me a Kiska 50,000. 80,000. What I come will be. What say your minimum side of what I'm making? Call Cambodia and the Kaka is going be 850.
So, Mamma, birthday winner. Yeah, sorry, infant free so. We say happy birthday to Erica Dede Apronti. This is from Mr. and Mrs. Jumfo. We say we love you so much. God bless you on your new age and grace to manifest all that you desire. You have really been a blessing to us, and we are appreciative of your kind heart. God bless you again, and we love you. And Erica Dede, we show happy birthday. Yakupon inshallah nanema enkoyi emfa emma. Enti ahanom na emre emma kwan ne di energy media no edi AC. Ma menda was a pass if you know sia bepin don do no jemre na ohwe na so to be free e ban energy media. So nyame bo ochina of Kojo Marfo ebetina se na fache daybreak morning show na dia bro. Medin e de coffee from pon. Betima from Big Brother the Maestro what Afia Kaakyire 6Am. What's a Mr. Abraham account Mr. Pigeon what a dog on Kojo and so extra obwa ama be beauty ya me watch now.
Use your head and use your hand. Don't you envy brother man. After all we all be one.